let's get right. Let's get into it. I am not Keemstar, but I am here. What's up? Hi, how are ya? Hey Google, turn off all lights. As you can probably tell by my face, I've been all over the place today. Ain't that fantastic? Bring this down to 450. Hell no, not Baby Keemstar. You're gonna be fucked up. That is actually where I got it from, though. Can't stop listening to the Deltarune soundtrack. Hey, you got it. I don't know nothing about that. I've been busy. I was sitting here over trying to grab all the assets for the stream, and I was like, all right, cool. This shouldn't take more than like 15 minutes. There are 83 files on that tier list now. '83. Jesus Christ. So I was sitting here like, the more I sat there, the more I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm kind of cooked. Kind of just cooked. Okay. We've got everything set up here. Goddamn.
Hello.
There's D'Angelo.
I got spaghetti.
Hello, spaghetti.
All right. And I was talking that bullshit with my parents.
I see. Tempted to give you a 25 Nintendo gift cards so you can get Deltarune. The problem is I haven't even played Undertale. So if I'm gonna play Deltarune, I need to play Undertale first. And I don't know what I'm gonna do Undertale. All right.
I almost dropped my bowl.
It's all right, Chance the Rapper. It's okay. You got it. It's okay now.
We are not doing this again.
What's the problem? You don't want to sound like Chance.
All right.
This stream is brought to you by GROOVY KAIJU and Zenni Optical. If you like to see and if you like to hear, I've got things for you. GROOVY KAIJU's got you covered with good physical media like CDs, fucking vinyls, and cassette tapes for under $10 if you want like a CD. And this one's signed. You know, that's pretty cool. And Zenni's got you covered with prices starting as low as $6.95 for a pair of frames. Not the ones I'm wearing, obviously, but, you know, examples. If you can find them both in the description below, thank you to them for keeping the fucking lights on for almost a year.
Thank them now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I can tell them to expect a letter in the mail.
Thank you, Zenni Optical. We all say in unison.
Well. Jesus. I've been all over the place. I got my hair cut. Really, I woke up at like noon and I was just chilling in my bed. I was being horizontal for once. You know, Amber has been telling me for a while to be horizontal for a long time. Just, you know,
Amber.
I just have a horizontal day. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. But I did it for about 2 hours. And then I was almost late to my hair appointment.
That motherfucker love being horizontal.
No, I don't.
Shit. If you was almost late.
No, I got comfortable. That's the problem. Cause whenever I woke up at noon, I started falling back asleep because I'm not supposed to be horizontal after I wake up. I'm just gonna go back to bed.
I've never heard someone say they had a problem with being comfortable.
You never been in my bed. So.
Yeah. Anyways.
No AO to that. You've never experienced comfort. But yeah, almost late to my hair appointment, so I had to fucking get up, shower, and go to that. And I was late by like 10 minutes. but the cut only took 30 minutes. So, oh well.
Oh well.
And then I've been running ever since. So, yeah.
Run it.
Now we're here.
Run it. Yeah. How do you feel about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds?
Hey, all I'm saying is fuck Mario Kart World.
Why?
That's the God's honest truth. $80. That's why.
Fair.
$80.
I'm like, if we're gonna say fuck something, we gotta have a reason.
$80.
That was a good reason.
Yeah, you want me to pay $80 for just Nintendo characters? No Link, no Pokemon trainer, no
DLC.
Just Mario and them. They got Hatsune Miku.
What you got, Mario Kart?
And Ichiban Kasuga, I think is how you say his name.
And Joker, I think.
And Joker Persona 5. That's a lesser for me, because I ain't fuck Persona 5. But
yeah. What you got, Mario Kart?
What y'all got, Mario Kart?
Balls in your court, buddy.
Yeah, the cow ain't enough of a pull no more. Why do I give a fuck about racing as a cow when Hatsune Miku's right across the pond?
They got Hatsune Miku. Y'all got PD Piranha.
I don't even know if they got that.
The plant?
Do they?
Yeah.
Is he playable?
Yeah, he's playable. The Piranha plant is a playable.
He got SpongeBob. They do got SpongeBob too.
Oh, they do. They do have him. Yeah, Mario Kart World, they making moves, bro.
Yeah, they gonna have to make something shake.
On me.
So, okay. All that ascent hunting, I'm just, Jesus. I ain't even fucking crop them. They're just as they are. I don't care. I don't care.
They got carts under the sea. Y'all still got them carts from the weed. That's a bar.
That's a
bar. That is a bar.
Hold on. I know we gonna need the council as well. A little bit of some council.
Some counseling.
Not that.
Let me stop.
Never definitely.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to support y'all takes. I was not a GameCube kid. I never had a GameCube. I'm just going off of the games that I seen playthroughs of on YouTube when I was
because if it's just D'Angelo here to stop me, he's not gonna stop me from putting Bloody Roar Primal Fury up at number one.
It's not gonna be enough, y'all. Trust me, I can try to argue all I want. It's not gonna be enough.
It's not gonna be enough.
90% of them, I'm gonna be sitting there like, shit, I ain't never played that. You got it. Because I'm downloading something. Fair. Need that download speed.
Oh, I'm not on call. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I might actually pull yours up, go to the side, just so you can.
Shall I pull some council members in, please?
Yeah.
Boom. Bam.
Bam. Bada bop boom. Pow.
All right.
Oh shit. That scared the shit out of me. I forgot I put that there.
Bro thought his computer turned off.
I got the Windows 8 startup screen.
You'll be like 25 minutes. You got it.
25? I bet.
25 to lie, yeah, that's how I'm living.
Is Naren still streaming? No.
No, she stopped streaming, but she's she ended on a shorter stream.
Oh, okay. So Naren might be. I don't know.
That's a big mic.
Big mic?
That's a big mic.
Oh, big mic. That's all I heard.
Mike.
Let
Mike.
me put half of this on this side. Yeah, let me go to the GameCube top 10. I'm so glad I put these in pins so I can just kind of look at them. Okay. I'm gonna move all yours to the bottom. Just so, you know, whenever you get here, you can talk about
Defend.
Yeah, defend your points. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. F11. I need to refresh this.
Yeehaw. We snow.
Edit. Where the fuck is it? How do I? Here we go. Edit, remove images. Because somehow, whenever I was putting everything, no, not somehow, I accidentally put my fucking thumbnail in here. There it is. Submit. 82 images now. Okay, cool. So we gotta put Wind Waker. Where the fuck is Wind Waker? Wind Waker's already at the bottom. Okay. Zatch Bell. Where the fuck is that? There's too many goddamn games. Zatch Bell. Okay. Shrek 2. And that one's probably gonna be easy to spot. Yep. Fucking Tier Maker forced me to put ads on their fucking site. Ain't that fantastic? Bionicle. Rampage. Where that ape at? There it is.
Where that ape at?
Naruto, Clash of the Ninja. Where that ape at? Where is he at? Wait, hold on. What the fuck? You know, let me screenshot this. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Butt ugly Martians. Where the Martians at? There they are. They didn't have any high-res images of the fucking butt ugly Martians, so I had to do PS2. Billy Hatcher. Billy Hatcher. Where's that chicken boy? God damn. Where that chicken boy at? Am I blind? There he is. Fucking goddamn. Path of Radiance. Path of Radiance, I think, was a yellow. I think. Where the fuck is Fire Emblem? There it is. Fucking Jesus. And then The Incredibles. Okay.
That one definitely ain't hard to spot.
Man, yeah. Let me actually edit this and then crop them. Crop them to portrait. Submit. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Only problem is, I just undid all my fucking progress.
Oh my god.
Wind Waker. Actually. There we go. $79% vibe based. I bet. Wind Waker, Zash Bell, Shrek, motherfucking Incredibles, motherfucking damn, where'd it go? That Fire Emblem? Fire Emblem. And honestly, it was gonna be more, but more than one person didn't put in 10 that weren't already used. So,
Damn.
Damn.
Sugo and Drift, my eyes are on you.
Ooh, got your ass. That's your ass right there.
Damn, you exposing them?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Damn, you exposing them.
Super
on
Mario
stream.
Sunshine better be somewhere in the top.
Super Mario Sunshine was put in like 3 times. I was sitting there like, all right, bro.
Motherfucker was like, okay, bro. Do we not read directions around here?
Oh God, no. Well, first things first, we thought Sugo was gonna read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never read.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Sugo ain't read since grade school.
But Ugly Martians, that's the other one.
Slander.
Is it?
Is it really slander if everyone knows that you don't read, Sugo?
Everyone feels it to be true. 1, 2, 3,
No,
4,
is it really
5,
slander?
8. I'm missing 2. Ramp. Oh, the fucking ape. Where's the ape at? Not this ape. Another ape.
There's about 2 apes up there. 3 apes, basically.
Ah, there it is. And then
Bionicle and Rampage.
is it Bionicle?
I ain't know Bionicle had the game. I ain't gonna hold you.
I didn't either. I'm being honest. Okay.
And I had a whole ass Bionicle phase when I was a kid, and I didn't even know that. That's just crazy.
How you gonna have a whole phase and not know where that
that?
fucking how that shit work?
How could I not know? I don't know.
Man. Okie dokie. High note.
Nope.
Note. Better see Smash, Melee, and Dead last. Here's the problem. As much as I am absolutely happy putting Smash, Melee, and Dead last, it's 2025 and people are still playing Melee.
Yeah.
So it's gotta count for something.
It's counting for something, all right.
Listen, I'm a Smash community hater as much as the next guy, even more than the next guy, actually.
Which one, Melee?
All of them.
The Smash community. If the Smash
The
community
whole
don't
community.
have more haters, I must have died.
I'm dead. Yeah.
It's better.
It better, not it's better.
It better.
Better.
It better.
Okay. So we've got our top 10. We've got our A, B, C, D, and or A, B, C, who, that I have very quickly put it. We all have to acknowledge Smash Melee is one of the video games of all time. Correct. Correct. Okay. I don't.
I wish I had a Plankton soundboard for that one. Correct.
I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start off top. Oh, has it been 25 minutes?
Like, that's it.
I bet.
But download pissed me off because it was fluctuating. So I
Real.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh,
Fair assessment.
I guess we can just get started, man.
If people don't the council, more people will join the council soon if they want.
Yeah, they'll join soon enough. I guess we're gonna start up top and go Simpsons Hit and Run.
He the judge. I'm the bailiff because I don't know what's going on.
the bailiff. Can
Must
you
be the enforcer.
screen share in Discord?
Yeah. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Discord, I am not trying to fucking screen share OBS Studio. Get out my face.
Don't you love it?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
OBS, the best capture software around. Oh.
Discord, the app. That's a...
Yeah, the app of all time.
The app.
The app.
Alrighty, let's get right into it though. Simpson. Who did Simpsons hit and run? Actually, hold on. Let me check the pins. I think it was Bard. It was Bard.
Yeah, first it was it was bar number 1.
Honestly, Simpsons Hit and Run is pretty good. I can't lie.
Yeah.
As a GTA type clone type game,
GTA Crazy Taxi, fucking cross basically.
That shit was pretty good.
You know, it's not bad.
Honestly,
I feel like the ones that we like are gonna probably have to go into A first, and then we can figure out if we want to put them in top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we did last time, like A first, and then we picked the top 10.
Yeah.
So
Resident Evil 2 though.
Resident Evil 2.
That shit was gas. I can't lie.
Better than 4?
Absolutely better than 4.
Ooh, this is
Honestly,
a teeny.
I personally think Resident Evil 2 is like the best one.
Really?
Probably 7 is the best one, but like of the old ones, 2 was like the best one.
You can probably put that one in A. I have no measure of how Resident Evil is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a fucking horror creator.
I mean, considering they just announced Resident Evil 9.
You know, it's Resident Evil is like kind of like the blueprint for a lot of horror, modern horror. Like Resident Evil and Silent Hill are like the 2 that pretty much every game is based off of. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking for who the fuck the culprits were for the doubles. Drift had.
How many?
How many?
List them all.
We had 10. We had 10 that we could do. Up to 10. Drift had 5 copies.
Brother, half the list.
Half of your list was copies.
Damn.
Drift's list was Double Dash, Mario Party 4, Super Mario Baseball,
That was mine.
Lego Star Wars. Nobody claimed that one. WWE WrestleMania X8. That's this one right here.
I think the one claimed that.
The Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. Puntastic did that. Super Mario Strikers. I did that. Tony Hawk Underground.
I think I did
Sonic Adventure 2. Cars.
That's
That game's so silly.
WrestleMania X8.
I never played that.
I might have to put it in who.
Who?
I bet.
Yeah, go ahead.
I bet. Resident Evil 4.
Personally, I would put it in B.
Really?
Yeah, because Resident Evil 4 is like when they started making them like actiony instead of like survival horror-y.
Isn't Resident Evil 4 whenever they made the camera changes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It went from like different cameras to focus on the character only.
Yeah, it's like it was like static to kind of like a freer moving 3D type camera. And it was it was kind of like, I don't want to say the beginning of the end, but like it's when Resident Evil started, even though the premise is already like ridiculous, it started getting even more ridiculous. So I don't know. It's still a good game. Like if it wasn't a Resident Evil game and had a different label on it and different characters, it would be a good game. But like it's because it was like a weird sequel, I would put it in B.
It's the start of something new, so it's gonna be a little.
Yeah, and it's a little funky. Honestly, I would say personally, Resident Evil 5 is like the worst one. But like,
Yeah, I don't really hear
was not
anybody
that bad.
talk about Resident Evil 5, so I would assume so.
Yeah, 5 and 6 are the one that people just
They
fucking
don't.
skip
They
over.
just dislike.
Yeah. So.
Chibi Robo was a Sugo.
Ooh. I'm trying to hear this because I don't know shit about that.
I know a little bit. It was just like a.
And Sugo's list is based off of games no one mentions but should be in the conversation.
I see.
I see.
All right. Where's your argument, buddy?
Yeah.
I put it around C. I mean, it's like it was just I'd say like a free roaming.
So
like,
no
you
one's
have a
played. No one's played it. Then don't bother. I bet.
Oh, so
Who?
Ooh.
Who?
Because honestly, I feel like C should be stuff that's actively starting to get bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
Yes.
basically like top 10 good, mid, and bad,
Yep.
And then who?
and then who? Yeah. Okay.
We've got F-Zero GX.
I haven't played that one either.
Haven't even played that.
Man, I feel like we might have a lot of who's actually.
Wait, does the arcade version count? If you have like, because there was the arcade cabinet version of that one.
I mean, I would say so. I guess.
Yeah, I played it. It's a good game.
Mm,
I put it like around B.
mm.
Trying to figure out who put fucking F-Zero in here.
Is this to go again? As
No,
you said, my list is gonna be silence.
but I will put it in B. Let me see.
Oh yeah, he did. He did put it on there.
Did he?
Yeah,
Still go. Yep. F0.
he's at the bottom of his list. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm fine with putting it in B.
Yeah.
We don't have many racing games that aren't also on the PS2, I would imagine. So
Yeah,
There
that's
was
fair.
just Men of Black, but
yeah.
that was
Boop,
crazy.
Boom, 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 boom. Metroid Prime. That's a Naren, actually. Hold on. I gotta move Naren's down.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I've like a lot of the games that I'm seeing on this list. I've played like about half of them, which is more than I was expecting to see.
Hey.
Because I did not, I had a GameCube, but for like a short amount of time, and then I had upgraded to a Wii and got rid of most of my GameCube games because stupid child was like, "Oh, you can't play GameCube games on the Wii."
Until you realize you could play it. with
Little did he know.
Yeah. So the only GameCube game I have is Double Dash because I just couldn't get rid of it, even as a kid.
He's like,
But,
I can't do it, dog.
Yeah.
Kept looking at the disc. Just like, nah, can't.
Nah.
Nah, I can't. It's like it's a treasure.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Cubivore?
Cubivore. It's in the middle.
It's in the middle.
Is it? Oh shit, yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Cubivore.
I've never heard of Cubivore. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Cube.
I did never let it go. Yeah.
That's like
Dash
using my fucking one of my PS2 picks for cubics.
What the hell is a Cubix?
Yeah, I don't know about fucking cubics.
Sonic Riders in the top left.
Okay, perfect.
And then
Actually,
Gun.
I feel like Sonic Riders is just gonna have to go into A.
Yeah, that's a
Wait,
that's a pretty solid one.
Yeah,
actually.
there's nothing I can really say that's bad about it.
Wait, what was the PS2 rating for it at the time?
I don't remember.
Nah, what the fuck?
But this is
I
also
don't
going
remember.
against different games.
Yeah.
So I feel
Which
like,
I feel like GameCube is gonna be a little bit easier. I feel like PlayStation was much more stringent.
yeah,
Alright.
because you had all time. Well, I mean, you have all timers on the GameCube, but like you had all timers on.
You had all timers.
I mean, glad we added that rule that the top 10 PS2s can't be in this one if they have a GameCube variant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars, which is I think it's a drift one.
Honestly, Lego Star Wars is pretty good. I don't know if like there's a difference for the
Yeah.
GameCube version, but it was
I don't-
solid.
Think so?
Mm.
No, I don't think so.
But,
I mean,
like,
what
It didn't have.
I've got no problems with Lego Star Wars. I think it's really, fun, especially fun to play with friends. So
Yeah.
I think it's like this was like before the like other movies going in, so it's like it's fun. So
Yeah.
you get at least you're reliving some of the old movies that was there at the time, but with like a comedic standpoint.
I feel like Lego games do just movie games very well, though.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I can't be mad at it.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Lego Star Wars might be a good barrier to entry for A, actually.
For A? Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I think this is a puntastic barnyard.
Barnyard. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Who the hell?
Yeah, that's puntastic. This is a puntastic
puntastic.
barnyard. Realistically, I didn't even know Barnyard was on the fucking GameCube.
I wanna look at a screenshot of the GameCube Barnyard game.
From what I know about the Barnyard games, it's not good.
I would imagine not.
Not good.
I gotta see it though.
You only want a screenshot or you want a video of it?
Oh, I got it. This is looking like Shrek Super Slam.
No.
Well,
put
actually, this looking
That
shit
shit,
looking like
ooh.
shit looking kind of trash. I can't lie.
Just looking kind of trash.
It looks like an N64 game, but with like the GameCube graphics. I'm not gonna lie. So
It's just...
yeah, Who tier is fine, I guess.
Animal Crossing was a fantastic option, and a Sugo duplicate.
Oh.
Ooh,
It's like an OG Animal Crossing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
like the OG one, the
I have
original.
not played that one.
I haven't either. But I know the OG Animal Crossing has Mr. Rossetti.
Yeah. You keep fucking it up, and Mr. said like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna restate your game.
Animal
I ain't got no
Crossing
problem with
fire.
Animal. I ain't got no
don't
problem with
disagree.
Animal Crossing.
I just haven't played it personally.
Yeah.
But it's a good game. Like it started like the rest of the Animal Crossing series.
Like, I don't think Animal Crossing goes in C tier.
No, I
Yeah,
took B
honestly,
tier.
like off of pedigree alone, I feel like Animal Crossing should be in A tier.
I could say that. I could agree with that.
Because Animal Crossing shooters are there for a reason. You know?
Oh, yeah. And this is another Sugo one, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
I feel like we had that one on PS2, didn't we?
I think
Yeah,
so.
we had that on PS2.
I think that was a D'Angelo pick, actually.
Oh yeah. I feel like I can go toward the bottom of A.
Really? Okay.
Like passing Star Wars or like
Like-
right after Star Wars.
Is it the new
I feel like
barrier?
in front of no, I don't think
Oh,
it's the
okay.
barrier, but like definitely at the bottom.
Okay.
Because
Crazy
these are gonna have
Tax.
to shift around.
Is another one. I think it was on PS2 too.
Yeah,
And
that one was on PS2.
I don't get the appeal. I'll be so honest.
It's just not made for you, I think.
It's
I personally, Crazy Taxi is a solid A for me, but it's just like fucking ads. Who are these?
These
people?
ads are killing me.
You're driving across the street just for money.
Oh, hey, Amber.
Amber.
Fast?
Amber.
Hi.
Hi, how are ya?
I'm trying to see what I missed. Oh, okay. Battle for
Not a
Bikini
lot.
Bottom has been fought for.
Battle for Bikini Bottom didn't even have to fight, actually.
I mean, we
Yeah,
just
it just
agreed
kind
with
of
it.
slid his way up there.
Yeah.
We have not had any arguments yet.
Mm-mm.
So-
No, we have not.
Hmm.
This is all kind of just the vibe.
Yeah. All right, so now we've got Mega Man. I think that's a hard
Collection.
one.
I'm just
The
eating
Mega Man
spaghetti.
X collection.
You got it.
That was Command Mission.
There's Command Mission.
Yep,
Whose is this?
that was Bard.
Bart.
Oh, I see. Well,
Bart,
where
talk
you
about
at?
it.
It's-
All right, Bard, talk about
Talk about it.
what evidence you bring to the court.
'Cause I ain't got shit for it.
Nope, I got nothing.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
I tried playing Mega Man last year. That shit was.
Is this a turn-based RPG?
What?
Let me go try.
It looks like a turn-based RPG.
The Hello Fire Emblem.
Oh well. Yeah.
I'll put
Like looking at what we got coming, and I.
Oh yeah, no, it's a turn-based RPG.
I see.
It's like a 3D free roam Mega Man that's turn based.
So like Pokemon Coliseum, no Stadium. Wait,
No,
Halo. Wait,
So,
wait.
Stadium,
Which one was
what?
it?
Halo
of Darkness, but for Mega Man. That's gonna have to go in who, brother? I don't know.
Who?
Oh no, bro. That's no shade or nothing, bro. But like,
they basically.
Just,
listen, bro, ain't nobody heard of it.
you know,
I mean,
well, I know what people have heard of though. It's Spider-Man 2.
Hell yeah, brother.
I don't know if Spider-Man
yeah.
2 for the GameCube was better than the PlayStation though.
Weren't they like the same game?
Were they? Because I mean, some games were a lot better on different consoles.
Yeah, I know.
and sometimes they change like the entirety of it.
Yeah, some of them are like very vastly different. I think it might have been the same game though. Yeah, it looks like the same game.
Okay.
Yep.
Who did Spider-Man 2?
Honestly, I think that's an A.
I consider it. Spider-Man 2. That was a teeny.
Ooh,
I see.
Oh, Naren, you're good. All your shit's at the bottom, not down here, but like down here. We're waiting for you,
yeah.
so you can explain / prove your points.
Prove your point.
And honestly, now that actually we're back to it, Underground might have a better chance of being top 10 here than in PS2.
Really?
I mean, Underground had to do with Most Wanted for PlayStation 2.
But I wouldn't say it's the best racing game on this list. No. So I don't know if it's gonna make it the top 10.
Showing the list? Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna ping you in the channel, Flippy.
Like it led to Most Wanted, but like, is it like a good GameCube game overall? Like other than like,
I think a lot of people, from what I've seen and what I've heard, because I've listened, like whenever I wake up or go to sleep, I'm like, it'll be like a video of just like all the Need for Speeds and fucking ranking them all. And I was like, okay, cool. A lot of people love Underground and Underground 2, especially Underground 2.
I didn't specifically play Underground 2, so that's kind of like, I don't know.
Like, I think it'd be a safe bet to put an A.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, but I don't know if it'll break top 10.
I gotcha.
Super Mario Strikers, on the other hand.
Nah, that's an easy.
That's an easy A.
Easy A.
But
I knew Super Mario Strikers was a easy A whenever I played it on the fucking demo disc in a Walmart.
Hell yeah.
ooh, that was a good start from Mario Strikers.
That shit was fire.
Then when we getting Mario Strikers tournaments?
Oh Jesus! Strikers on top. Listen, no rematch Strikers. I mean, we can do Mario Strikers on top though.
Mario Strikers.
Rematch Strikers about to make me pull my fucking hair out.
Mario
agree.
Christ.
Yes. Rematch Strikers? No.
Star Fox Adventure.
I think Star Fox Adventures is another easy A for me.
I'm not sure if this is the one that I played, so I gotta look it up. Hold on.
I think this is the one with Crystal and Fox just
Crystal.
on land, like no ship,
Oh!
nothing.
Yeah, I picked the wrong one then. Never mind.
I don't think I've played this one. I played one of the the 3D Star Fox games, but it's not this one.
Then I think the one you're talking about is way over in the top right.
Yeah, fucking Star Fox Assault.
Yeah, Adventures was mostly just like, oh, Fox goes to a planet, he goes with a stick, just punches dinosaurs, and that's it.
Stick.
I might have to go into C.
See, yes, the first.
I'm not even arguing. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you hear your name? No, Kirby, we ain't said nothing. SSX3. It's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not SSX tricky.
Not SSX, but I mean, we put it like as the second. Or like...
Realistically, I've got no problems with it.
I've only played Tricky, so
I played a few of them. I don't really have because the one that I always go back to is Tricky, and then like SSX on the Xbox 360.
It's always SSX Tricky that's like people like always love the mouse format.
Yeah. But I think I could probably put Tricky or not Tricky. See.
like
I could put SSX3 in B above. I'd say above Resident Evil 4.
You won't hear any arguments from me. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so consensus: Twilight Princess is an A, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, bet.
No cancels. All in favor of Twilight saying aye.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah. That's
Pikmin 2.
Who's this Pikmin 2?
I don't know, because somebody got Pikmin 1 as well.
It feels like a fantastic pick, but I'm not entirely sure.
Let me go check.
Fantastic had Pikmin 1.
Yeah.
I see. Honestly, I do prefer Pikmin 2 over Pikmin 1.
That was still go.
It also has been a hot minute since I've played either of them, so.
Yeah, so you go talk about Pikmin 2.
Talk about it.
You put it together. Go ahead. What you got?
What you got to say about Pikmin 2? Why could it go in the A tier?
I got nothing for you, he says. All right.
Talk about it, brother. Talk about it.
Well.
Put that shit right next to Star Fox Adventures.
It definitely doesn't deserve a C, but like, he got a weird move set, bro. Get away from me.
4 weird moves.
Go ahead. Actually, let's B.
You said Pikmin 2 and B?
Yeah, I would put it like under Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
Just off of pure vibes.
You know what? That's fair. Pac-Man World 2.
That was mine.
Talk about it.
I'm not surprised. You got like 3 of them in there.
Look, I'm a Pac-Man fan. What do you expect? It's a good game. Like I want to say, like it's a little bit better than Pac-Man World on.
Wait, actually, I do fuck with Pac-Man World. Hang on.
Pac-Man World 2.
Amber from the back of the class.
You fuck with 2?
Yeah, I was looking at my phone and then I looked up. We talked about stuff I give a shit about.
Pac-Man World 2?
Yeah.
I want to hear you, and then I want to hear you talking about.
I didn't play it, but I had a great time watching my big cousin play it. It had some of my best memories of 2nd grade, and I thought it was pretty cool how one of the ghosts had a crush on Pac-Man and he didn't really get it. I thought that was pretty cool. Why would you like that? That's writing. Imagine having a crush on Pac-Man. Oh my god, and it's interracial. I feel like this game deserves at least a B.
I agree with Aaron.
And it's interracial.
What? Honestly, I was fine with putting it in high B, but
yeah, I can put it like right.
B is
interracial. Put it in C.
Left hand.
Double that.
Yeah, hey,
All right.
Hey,
So
Honestly,
Shadow the
fair,
Hedgehog.
fair.
Yeah. There we go.
hey, that's
Shadow
it.
the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah.
So
This is one
I
that was
did
interesting.
try
If
to play
Shadow the Hedgehog doesn't go in A, I'm gonna be upset.
Talk about it. Talk about
Talk
it. Make
about
your
it.
case.
Right. What other game are you gonna see a small little girl get gunned down by the government? Right.
Damn. Wait a minute.
See,
Oh,
Hold on.
missing. Oh, missing.
You got a
what
point.
Shadow's about. You're missing what Shadow's about.
wait, didn't we put B tier for Shadow on the PS2 because we said that like it had like a giant amount of endings that like we had to
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
had, like,
does have a lot of
68 endings or
endings.
something.
That's replayability.
I mean, let me look
I'm
this
just
shit
saying,
up again.
a game that's trying to make your money worthwhile. I'm just in this economy. I'm just saying, it's a good game. Like, and also at this point, if you don't like that there's a bunch of endings, find a full save file, and then you can play whatever levels you want.
Yeah, find a full
Shadow the
in
Hedgehog.
this age, but back in the 2000s, you literally had to borrow someone or find someone who did it.
Yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog
But it's
has
2025 now.
326 endings.
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't
In
think that
2025
we should
now.
be talking about how easy it is to access in the year 2025 when it's a game that came out in like 2005. Come on,
I
guys.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fair.
back in the
My-
2000s, you literally had to play the entirety of this shit just to get a.
My,
I don't even think
my
I finished
one-
Shadow the Hedgehog.
My one last argument is that Shadow gets a gun, and that's about
Not
it.
enough
I
for
think.
me.
That's pretty funny. I mean, also the soundtrack's really good.
Yeah. I mean, it was like I think it was Crush 40 that still made the soundtrack for Sonics at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a B for me.
I'm about to say that's a hefty argument for it to just go.
That yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good game, but like if you're like at the beginning saying, "Hey, I want to play all the endings," good. You just finished all the past. Then you go in and realize there are 326 endings that you have to go through, and you could just pick any one of them.
My little
just
cousin
look
was
around
whooping
them.
my ass on multiplayer too, so it can't go past I can't go past Spider-Man. Yeah, so
Damn. I'm getting cooked by my cousin.
that motherfucker was 7 years old, beating my ass. Can't do it.
Oh my god. Bar, do you want to talk about Sonic Mega Collection and what all it has?
Oh my god, this is a collection game.
Let me see.
About it.
What is in this collection? Let's see.
I'm trying to remember. They do have some of the game. Some
Got
of
a
the
Sonic
classic
games
some of the
1,
handheld
2,
games.
and 3. 1 to 3. Sonic and Knuckles, and then the robotic Mean Bean Machine. What the fuck is the
That's
robotic
a
Mean
Mean
Bean Machine?
That's Puyo Puyo.
Second.
That's a Japanese Puyo Puyo game. Sega put it in
Mean
no
Bean
localized,
Machine is
they
what
called
people
it a
call their coffee maker.
That's what I
Yeah.
call it.
That's what. Hey yo.
Huh?
Yeah, the Mean Machine was.
I
Puyo
can't
Puyo.
believe this man hasn't
heard
heard,
that.
of fucking Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Mean machine.
I get my
It also
coffee
had-
from the
I'm
mean
trying to
bean.
remember, but it also had concepts for Sonic Heroes in the trailer. It had some of the Archie comics at the time, and I think there were some special games that you can get if you did achievements in the collection. It's within some of the collections.
I feel like also this one is fine for a collection just because none of the other games are in the list. You know what I mean? At least not that I saw.
I mean, Sonic Adventure 2's there, I think. Right?
The
Yeah,
Mega
the Sonic
Collection
Adventure
doesn't
too.
have
Sonic
the
Adventure
adventure
is-
game.
But this is mostly like the
yeah, it's like all the
classics.
2D ones. Yeah, it's like all the 2D.
Gotcha.
Like all the like
Side-scrolling ones.
Sega Genesis, Neo Geo, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's probably fine then.
would
I
put
mean,
this-
Sonic is a classic.
Yeah.
I have nothing against them.
I would put it around maybe low B or middle B, because it's like it's a good
Yeah, I could put it in
collection.
B.
Yeah.
I think the B's probably fine.
Honestly, I
Super
would put it
Mario.
under Resident Evil 4 for
Resident Evil
me
4.
personally. Yeah. But that's just me.
Mm.
If anybody
That's
can
fair.
argue, y'all can argue.
I mean, like just like
Do we know if
I
it's
mean-
really better than Pikmin 2?
yes.
You know, now that you bring it up, I don't know.
My only time playing Pikmin was at a Walmart.
Yeah,
So.
I really enjoyed Pikmin 4. I don't got anything beyond that.
Context, I've never played a Pikmin game single time in my life. I just don't know.
Yes, the old time. Like, when you go to a game section and you find kiosk of demo disc with the console itself.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, that was a good.
I got
time.
most
That
of
shit
my
was
hours.
like Christmas.
Yeah.
Mario
That's how I know I
hours-
wouldn't get lost in the fucking Walmart.
You know how many hours I clocked in on those fucking Walmart GameCubes and PlayStations?
Hell yeah, brother.
Damn.
You ain't a true gamer unless you got a crook from your neck from looking up at that damn TV.
I promise.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
a pain
Mario
in the ass.
Sunshine's gonna go right here, and then we're gonna go back down.
We'll figure
I
that
feel like
out.
we put it all Mario games. For
So
now.
this is another puntastic game, and in fact,
What is
I think this is
this?
a puntastic friend pick.
What is that?
What was this
Amazing.
one?
This is Amazing
Island.
Island.
Amazing Island.
The fuck is this game?
I didn't know they had shovelware on the GameCube.
Puntastic said, "Amazing Island." In brackets, my friend loves this game.
It looks
So
like
you
one of
don't love
those,
this game.
Pokemon ripoffs. Like you make or I think what was that game? Sprouts or something like that. That looks.
Did
Oh,
Alpha
this
Red
is-
play this? He might have. I wouldn't be
This
surprised.
is Monster Rancher, I think. This looks like a Monster Rancher type deal. Monster Rancher.
Kaiju no Shima.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it here.
I guess.
Very fun.
I think that,
It's
I
like-
think this is what Alpha Rat played.
Like, you know how you have like Spore, you make your little fucking freak and then raise it
Yeah.
up to kill other freaks? Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
That's pretty mean.
Hey,
I mean, it's pretty
call it how I see it.
clear and concise, though. So, I mean, I'll take it.
The writing's right there.
Then listen, Clippy, you said y'all gonna be fucked up for putting WrestleMania 18 at the bottom, but nobody's here to defend it. So,
I mean, I think.
I don't know what that shit is, bro.
No one could defend this game.
I can put Amazing Island at C until I hear anything more.
I feel like we should put it in Who just to be charitable.
I mean, yeah, because literally everybody here was like, who? So,
Fair enough.
It honestly looks pretty fun. I can't lie, but like I've never played it, so
Star Fox Assault.
that
if
one's
your
gas.
friend likes it, your friend should be here to fight for it.
I agree.
I agree.
That's why I said. So you don't love the game, is what you're telling me.
Star Fox Assault, I think,
Yep.
has to go in A.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, probably a low A, but an A
I can put it
nonetheless.
like right here.
Like what? Passing
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
I'd say so, yeah.
Bloody Roar Primal Fury.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to go A.
I wonder
No
who
argument.
put that one on the list.
No
It's
argument.
gonna have to go A.
I mean,
And-
you're the one controlling the list.
You know,
so
and I was about to say,
what-
I have to be hard pressed to put that motherfucker anywhere else. That is basically, it's,
Then it's quote unquote being unbiased on.
Hey,
listen. No, I'm biased.
it's an AlphaXen stream.
I'm biased as
AlphaXen can
fuck.
go to wherever the fuck he wants.
I'm biased as fuck. I got 9th in that game at Combo Breaker this year.
Yeah.
It can't go under A.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
It ain't gonna go nowhere else.
Let him know.
If I'm honest, it's up here, but like, you know, I'm just you know, I can't do that yet.
Restrict yourself, Zen. Restrict your urge.
He said, I may be honest, but I'm not there.
I say, like we know this is biased. I got something that definitely did not deserve a spot as high as it was, a spot higher than it should have gotten by making a presentation in 3 minutes.
True.
No, fair enough.
True as
That's all
fuck.
it- and if we're being real, this is all just bias anyway. I got butt
Yeah.
ugly Martians on this.
He's fitting.
We're chilling.
Burnout, the original,
Oh, never played this one.
which is
Also never played the OG.
I've seen the footage of it. It's not great.
Ooh, how bad
Fair
is
enough.
that? How like we're talking about?
It's not like bad. Don't get me wrong, because like it's it's the first of the series, so they had to start somewhere. So thinking about it like that, probably as a kid, I would have loved playing Burnout.
Yeah.
But by the time I figured out that Burnout was a thing, Burnout Paradise is already a thing.
Yeah, and every time I hear Burnout, I think of Revenge anyway. So like,
Exactly. Just like whenever people think of Burnout, it's Revenge or Paradise.
yeah. So honestly,
Who did Burnout?
I might just put it in C.
I'm be honest,
I
I
can
didn't know
see that.
Burnout was a series. I only heard of Burnout Paradise.
Mm.
Enough.
For not revenge.
Cause like, wait, let me see the games in B real quick.
Games in B. SSX, Shadow the Hedgehog, Pac-Man World 2, Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I might just put that, yeah, like the start of C tier actually.
Oh, this is a Bard pick too.
Damn. Well,
Oh well.
Low C.
Cars.
low.
Ooh, put cars on here.
Drift. This was one of his
Alright.
5 that didn't get blocked by anybody else.
Hear me out. All right, hear me out. Cars is
Oh.
pretty gas.
I never played
Did anyone
Cars
play
on
the game?
I never played Cars on the GameCube. I played Cars on the fucking PS2, and from my understanding, they're both technically the same shit. So I'm saying C.
That shit was not good, but it
But
was,
it was-
fun.
it
It was fun.
It was a
Fun,
video
but
game.
It wasn't good.
It was a video game, so I'll put it in C personally.
Alright,
Yeah.
bet. Most of the games I wanted to pick were swiped. I know I'm slow. Listen, Bard, it's not even about you. That's not you. I'm talking about Drift. Cause like, I think Drift is like 4th or 5th on that list. So like, all you gotta do is look up,
Well, look at the pinned comments.
I'll be honest.
and you can just go straight down them, and you can be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, that one's been picked. That one's been
Can
picked.
I-
All right, fine.
Can I interrupt with something completely unrelated?
What's that?
Mhm.
The Nintendo Switch has officially sold over 3.5 million units in its first 4 days, and I just want to say, I heard y'all say you weren't gonna buy that shit.
Hey,
What
I don't
are
think
you
doing?
it's,
I didn't buy
I don't
it.
think it's anybody in here.
I ain't buying
It's
it.
true yet.
I don't think it's
Here, I ain't
anybody in
buying
here.
You're talking to the silent minority, I guess.
Yeah,
Motherfucker
Man,
said, y'all, we didn't buy it.
3.5. I did also say I was gonna be day one,
Yeah, Kurt ain't even buy it.
and I'm not a day
see,
one.
That man Adrian was a day one.
Well, Adrian's a fuck.
Whoa.
Hey.
Calm down there, brother.
Let her rip.
Hey, calm
I'm
down there,
right.
brother.
I think I'm right. I think I'm right.
Adrian's a whole we've been established.
I was trying to figure out what I wanted to say after Adrian is A.
Bro's about to get ignorant.
You paused right there, like, hey,
I was like, there's a lot of things.
I feel
From
like
what
just
I've
not
heard.
saying anything is worse than saying.
Not saying anything is worse, yeah. Adrian's a bastard is the best way I can do it.
There you go.
There we go.
oh my
Bro,
god.
I mean, this
Absolutely
is
getting ready
well
to get
established
ignorant.
lore too.
Yeah.
So I can't even be mad. But
So yeah,
Brother.
if anybody, blame Adrian.
Blame
Blame Adrian. Him and his $80 ass game. Him and his $80
the
ass
people who got
game.
the Switch for it.
Yeah, blame Adrian.
give it a year. Oh, Adrian. 365.
Give it 6 months to a year, and then you get it.
Fantastic has
2026.
once again picked Frogger. I said once again, like Fantastic picked it before, but
Who?
Fantastic.
Frogger
Oh.
and Fantastic.
If your supporting argument is, well, Adrian, you're wrong.
Mm.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
True.
But also there was like 2 Froggers on the GameCube. I didn't know which one to pick, so I just picked this one.
I mean, it was
Fair
just
enough.
like the
Fair.
Right.
original Frogger, and that's it.
Look.
Go ahead.
All
slide that in
Fantastic
the
said
group.
was Frogger.
That's it.
So who? All right, cool. Who had Fairly Odd Parents?
Fantastic.
I'll give you one guess.
God damn it. All right, so we're gonna have to. Has anybody played it?
Let me actually look
watched-
because I'm
I've
not entirely
seen
sure.
some of it.
I think
It's not really something I'd be interested in.
Hmm.
I know nothing about this.
I can't really defend this one because I've only seen. I remember watching a playthrough of it for like 15 minutes and then I got bored. So
Then I
so
got
you got
bored.
bored.
Is
It was
is
bad.
scathing
And you know
review.
what? Yeah, Kirby, how did you feel about it then, since you also watched it? While we wait on everybody else's consensus.
I mean, to me, it wasn't a good game. I mean, I put it like maybe like mid C or low C, just because.
This shit looks like ass. I can't lie.
yes, that
yeah,
the controls look stiff. It was like just a small ass collectathon, which meant nothing, and and the episode didn't make any sense.
Yeah, go ahead.
To be honest, I'm more surprised nobody picked Nicktoons Unite.
facts.
That's what I'm
honestly.
wondering.
I didn't know.
was Nicktoons Unite on GameCube?
Yes.
I didn't know
Oh.
it was on GameCube.
It was on GameCube and PS2.
Okay, that game was gas. I'm surprised nobody picked it too.
I was a kid at the time,
didn't
so I'm
play it.
biased as fuck, but it's sure mid C.
Facts. I give it a mid C, mid to low C.
Mid to low T.
All right, so Dave Mirror's BMX2 was also my pick, but I can't fight for it as hard as I can for Bloody Roar. So, what I can do though is probably say it's like a B. It's like if Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was on a BMX. It was on like a bicycle.
Mm.
I think it had a lot of potential,
But again, like,
but I haven't thought about it in years. So,
Honestly, I don't.
Power Tony Hawk.
You know,
I put it on B. I mean, like,
Then-
trying
hold
to
on.
compete with Tony Hawk.
hold
I have
on.
no argument. So
Hold the fuck.
what?
Nobody put Pro Skater 3 in here.
I feel like we were so focused
I-
on the PS2 for
I think,
that.
did I put in the? Do we have Underground on that?
Underground 2.
Okay.
Nobody
Honestly-
put Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 on here. That's so crazy.
I would prefer this mostly be like Nintendo games
That's fair.
anyway. You know what I mean?
But I'll put this
'Cause,
in,
like-
I put it like right here.
You got it.
Cool.
1,000-Year Door though, that's an easy A.
Ooh, good, easy A.
This was another drifted duplicate. Anyways, going into A.
Let's see.
Going into A.
Well,
Oh, how I wish to hear what Drip has to say about this duplicate.
This is a puntastic pick and a drift duplicate.
Damn.
The 2-in-1 combo.
Literally.
I'm surprised that Puntastic was the first one to say that.
Honestly, I think Puntastic was third.
Oh, Puntastic was like the third person to put their list
Yeah.
in there in general. Okay, I see. Never mind.
FIFA Street was another one of my picks.
Pretty
Oh,
gas, I
really?
can't lie.
I can't remember if FIFA Street 1 or 2 was better.
Pretty sure 2 is better, but I'm not
I think 2 was
entirely
better.
sure. Off the top of my head.
Fuck. Cause I think I played FIFA Street when they're on Dolphin, like recently. So
Oh, I see.
like it's still really really fucking good.
Yeah, all those street games were solid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean I've got no problems putting it in like a high B low A.
Honestly, I think that might be right above Lego Star Wars.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'll put it.
This is a recently formed opinion that I hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
The street games are just a solid.
The street
bunch
games are
all
just good. Luigi's Mansion.
around. Honestly, I feel like it's another easy A.
Yeah, that feels
Fantastic
like
pick.
an A. That feels like an easy A for me.
Another easy A.
Yeah. The Mario games are gonna be really hard to like
Yeah.
filter through for like
Especially on the GameCube.
yeah, because that was when Mario was in top form.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2. 2.
This trio of people, I've never played Soul Calibur, but this looks to me like Link, Yang Xiaolong, and Ghostface Killer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Link, Yang, Xiaolong, and Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer.
I think Soul.
Well, you're not really wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know it's Mitsurugi and Link. I don't remember who the girl was. It might have been Taki. I'm judging by the hair, the bangs.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I've played any Soul Calibur.
And whenever I was at Combo Breaker, just as a reference, not to like defend the point, but whenever somebody had found out there was Soul Calibur 2, like just in the other hall of just like free games that you could just play. The amount of people I saw, their heads like perk up and look over, like who just said Soul Calibur 2?
I mean, it's like a good game. It's a good game for like at the time for the GameCube.
Yeah, I feel like this is also like a relatively heavy nostalgia pick.
Yeah.
I think because of the fact because this is the only like version of the game that didn't get ported for the online version because of Link.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Nintendo.
So, like, this is like an exclusive, and like this is coming to the GameCube collection on the Switch too soon. So people can play this.
I could probably put it right here.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
You're not gonna hear an argument out of me.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a good game.
yeah.
Dismiss that. Soul Calibur 2 was the best Soul Calibur.
Sure. I
don't know if that's true, but I could see where people would say that.
I would say like it's the best Soul Calibur game at that time of like at around like 2000.
I'd say for me, Soul Calibur 4 is like top, but I don't know. We're gonna have to do Xbox 360 at some point. So that's going to be a dastardly hard list to fucking rank.
I was gonna say my list is going to be very short.
Fuck. Just thinking about the Xbox 360 is giving me a headache.
Put GTA 5.
You could. It was on there.
360 is probably gonna be my best list, to be honest.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of people's best list.
This is some Gubs lore, but in my freshman year of college, I actually dated a girl that had GTA 5 on her Xbox 360, and I was so fucking confused because it was 2017.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are we doing here, bro?
Yeah.
Like there's always GTA 6, man.
Now we've got, what is it? Harvest Moon Magical Melody.
Wait, is this the only Harvest Moon that made it on there?
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
Who
Harvest Moon
added this? Because I need to ask you some questions.
I would.
This is a bard.
Oh, I see.
quick to
Is
it.
Bard?
Because I thought it was fantastic, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, Bard. The GameCube has the most iconic Harvest Moon game ever created on it. And you did not pick that one. You picked Magical Melody for some reason. Explain.
Hey, let him cook. Let him cook. Hey.
Because I've seen Harvest Moon and I was like, oh, okay, I can fight for A Wonderful Life. Like, A Wonderful Life is like an easy fight. Why?
A Wonderful Life.
Why Magical Melody?
Damn.
Crazy.
Oh, who's grabbing for sticks?
Where are you grabbing? You were grabbing for sticks because A Wonderful Life isn't
Because
on here.
it wasn't nobody else picked it. So
No one else picked it. It was only just Magical Melody.
This isn't for. I already put together my argument for A Wonderful Life, so I'm gonna give it even though this is not the same game.
Fair enough.
A Wonderful Life basically like solidified the entire final formula for like what Harvest Moon games and Stardew Valley games would become, and also had, I think, the most insane casual game finale that I've ever seen. Like, I still don't think that a cozy game has ever topped the fact that at the end of A Wonderful Life, you die. And that's what the game is supposed to be, is that you get old and you die. And that's insane.
Slide it in for me.
But Bard is like one of 3 people that's playing Magical Melody. So I got nothing to say about that one.
Slide it in who?
Slide it in who is crazy.
Tier.
Anyway, let me just, alright, cool.
This worth the talk.
Oh my god.
So, Bard, can you talk about Ice Age 2: The Meltdown?
What are we doing here?
Hard.
It's crazy because I thought I had the fucking bargain bin ass picks.
Really, I thought that was fantastic.
Oh my god.
Bard, did you just look up list of GameCube games and then just start picking from there? Like,
Yeah, which one was interesting?
I'm be honest. I looked up list of GameCube games, and I feel like I turned out pretty good.
He put 80 GameCube games on our dartboard.
There are 300.
Slide it in who? Oh my god. Just the fact that you just looked up a list, and on that list, you probably saw Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, and you're like, nah.
Nah.
Ice Age. Nah, give me Ice Age.
Give me Ice Age 2: The Meltdown.
I assure you that list would have had A Wonderful Life several entries before it put in fucking Harvest Moon Magical Melody.
That list had a GameCube.
Oh my god.
You could have Super Slam, but instead you chose Ice Age 2 in the Meltdown.
Oh, crazy.
Fuck. Mario Power Tennis is a Sugo pick.
It's an A.
Alright.
Gas pick, can't lie. Like the really only good Mario Tennis game.
Yeah.
I would have put it at B.
I think it was also-
Did Mario Power Tennis get ported to GBA?
No, you got a GBA version,
Think so.
but it also
Okay.
got a Wii version.
Okay.
That
So, yeah,
one's
it's
not
gas.
sliding in. Oh, god, sorry.
No, that was it.
Oh, that one's not sliding in top 10, but that's a solid A for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it got ported to the Wii and with motion control, so that was a good thing about the game.
Yeah.
Alright, so Pac-Man World Rally.
It's like
We know
Mario
who's-
Kart, put it in B tier.
Alright.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Got it.
That's all I needed.
It's a good game, but it's too wacky.
Kirby's Air Ride, which I could only find a high-res image for it if it was in Japanese.
Okay, I put that in because of Sakurai and bringing in on Kirby Air Rider, and that was a good game as well.
Honestly, if
Mario
Mario
Kart
Kart,
isn't out yet.
No, yeah, Kirby Air Rider, but Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube was a good game. I think that was the main, like, there was a reason why Sakurai added that, what was that? That Smash minigame on the 3DS.
honestly, I'd say if Mario Kart Double Dash did not exist, this would be the best racing game on the GameCube.
Okay.
And I don't say that lightly. Because
I'll put that shit right
this
here.
this was like the second game that I was potentially gonna keep from my GameCube.
But you skipped Double Dash.
Nah, because Double Dash is the best one. It's
Yep.
it's hands down, honestly, the most fun I've had on the GameCube.
But like, this was like one of those competitive Kirby games, like Sakurai. Like, this was like, even though Sakurai made Melee, he also made this game, and this was like a bit competitive, but not competitive enough for Melee.
I think this had place to just like be a fun thing to do with friends, but like
Yep.
I think the only reason that people didn't like grab it as well is because it wasn't like Mario, and Kirby was a big deal back then, but not as big a deal now.
Mario Party 4 is. I think this is the only Mario Party game in this tier list. Like, there are no 5 instead of what I'm seeing.
Should be Mario Party 3 in there too. I think. Nope. Never mind.
This is the only
Mario Party 4 was a teeny pick and a drift duplicate.
Damn.
All right. Here's my only argument for Mario Party 4.
Okay.
I'm still friends with the people I played it with, and that's my only argument.
Damn.
I think solid B. I think solid B.
It would have been A if you weren't friends with them anymore.
Damn. Mario Superstar Baseball.
That's my pick. It's a...
Well, yeah, that is a you pick.
Yep.
And the drift duplicate. Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
come on, Drift.
Well, let's talk about it.
Bro got more duplicates than spaces on the damn list.
On me.
Oh no, it's literally 5 and 5.
5.
Holy shit.
It's a good baseball game. Like, I would say, like, it's kind of like, it's a good way in, like, in Mario Strikers, like, where, like, you pick the team, you get to play with your friends on different baseball fields with different gimmicks and such.
Yeah, I'd say Mario Superstar Baseball is pretty good. I think it was a way for me to play baseball that wasn't a fucking just MLB game.
No, like, none of the show,
Yeah.
just Mario with a fireball baseball pitch.
Yeah.
I would say, like, this game was much better than the Wii version of it.
I can see that. I'll put. I could actually probably put it like right here. Yeah. Yeah.
Not top 10, but it's really good.
Freak style. That's a me pick.
Freak style.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was staring at my phone and all I heard was freak style, and I gave the meanest. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
It's not like freaky. It's just kind of odd. It's kind of an oddball. It's an oddball like dirt bike racing game.
Yeah.
And realistically, it's like there's a bunch of fucking like crazy ass tricks and shit you can do, but it's not double dash type of craziness. It's also kind of like stiffer controls. I'd realistically probably like put it in like a B, like a mid B. But I just wanted it to have some fucking recognition, to be honest.
Fair enough. Freak style with 2 E's.
Yeah. Freek. Freestyle had that one. There's this one fucking weird ass white man at the end of the Freak Style like trailer. He like you're watching all these clips of these motherfuckers just doing some wacky ass like if you fell from this height you would die ass tricks and shit. And then they go to the logo of Freak Style and they show you the fucking splash screen and everything. And that motherfucker comes up right in the front just like bark, emulating a dirt bike. And it's stuck with me to this day. It'll pop up in my mind anytime I see this.
D'Angelo choking to death.
Motherfucker sound like this foul, bro. What the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it was very fun.
Anyway, B tier.
Anyway, B tier, yeah.
Me too.
I can't put it in fucking A tier. You see what's in A tier? Goddamn.
You can't compete
Oh my
with
god.
What?
I just watched the trailer.
Oh.
That is literally the exact same sound he makes.
I told you. Where's it at? Hold on.
I got to see this.
I'll link it.
Yeah, no, you need to put it on.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go to Showtime. There we go. It's hilarious. I'm a fan.
Let me pause my music and everything. We're just gonna watch this as a group. Listen, if I get struck for this, we're taking this part out. You just had to watch it live. It is exactly how I fucking described it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the exact same.
So accurate.
It feels like Trials derogatory.
Oh man. I mean, it looks like Trials, so. They got Reggie Fils-Aimé at 20 years old.
Something that would have been in an arcade. That's so crazy. I don't think I've ever seen this fucking game in an arcade.
You know?
I feel like this belongs in an arcade.
Fucking laser tag place.
I think this was one of the first games I ever got on my PS2. I had to put it in here because I knew it was also on the GameCube.
This kind of feels like those games that you see in the background of TV shows.
Like I did the same shit.
I can see that why that stuck with you for so long.
I was like, what?
Core memory, but not for the right reason.
Never for the right reasons.
Why did they make that sound? Like, that makes no sense.
Listen, it sold the game.
Yeah.
It sold that game.
It sold at least one copy of that video game.
Like, if it wasn't my first game on my PlayStation 2, it was my second.
Man.
And I was like 6. I am 27 years old right now today. It's been in my mind for 21 years.
Nearly 2 decades.
Just take it
Just
up.
brah.
That should be playing in his mind for no reason.
I need to get that clip on fucking Twitch. Hold on. Let me
That's gotta be a sound alert.
Holy
Brah,
shit.
brah.
Brah. All right, cool. Got it. Oh, fuck. That shit is killing me. And now I accidentally left the fucking shit on. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because I just heard myself go, brah! Holy fuck. Okay.
Oh, whoever put Super Monkey Ball is actually the GOAT, because I forgot.
I think it was a Sugo. So yeah,
Real
back
shit.
to the tier list, I think. WarioWare. Who did WarioWare?
That's
Actually?
fantastic.
That's fantastic. It's crazy because Fantastic will have either something that we're just like, yeah, that's good, or something just like, huh?
What the hell?
Like, what the heck?
I will say WarioWare is just a good game franchise. I don't know if
Yeah.
I've played this one, to be honest,
I
but
don't think I have either.
A?
All right. Going off of what Note has literally just told me.
You know what? Fair enough.
I'm fine with it. All right. Godzilla. Destroy all monsters.
That was Teeny.
This one.
Teeny.
This one is me. Yes. Yeah, this can go in mid B to high C, I think. It's a pretty good fighting game. It's really fun. I played it with one friend who's really into like Godzilla. You play as the monsters destroying the city, and you're fighting each other in the city. It's really fun.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I can put it in B. It reminds me of what is it? War of the Monsters? It's something on PS2.
War of the Monsters.
Yeah. But basically it's the same fucking concept.
Yeah.
I Ninja. Alright,
Yeah.
so we might have to put that shit in A.
A.
Alright,
It
cool.
has to be an A.
Alright, cool.
I think that was my pick, actually.
No.
That was a good game. Like my cousin, my brother.
Wait, did I miss Twilight Princess? Fuck.
Oh no, yeah,
were
Twilight
here.
Princess was an immediate A. There was a
Oh,
consensus.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if we put B, I think he would freak out at us.
I think this is
I was
also
just confused because you put I Ninja in front of it, and I don't know how I feel about that.
that's just to place it.
Uh,
Star Fox Assault. Yeah, Star Fox Assault's at A, Bart. Hey, this is another TD pick, which I could only find a high definition fucking image of in Japanese.
We'll see.
Low C,
Low
One
C.
Piece,
I see.
Pirate Carnival. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Wait, Teeny, why?
I have only played so many games, and this is one of the ones that I have in fact played. I played for 15 minutes. I said this was a waste of download space, and I uninstalled.
Damn.
On the Nintendo GameCube.
I mean, no, I emulated it.
But even still,
But even still,
this
that
is a
shit
waste
was
of download space.
megabytes. It was a waste of download space. Okay.
Waste of download space. Get yourself my computer.
Damn.
I need to go pee, but whenever I come back, we will do Pac-Man.
All right.
That's gonna be one of those things where I know the sound, but I have no idea where the sound is from in my mind, and it's going to stay with me probably till the day I die.
Zen just implanted a worm inside you, and you're not gonna remember.
Not great. I'm like, where the fuck is that from? And I'm never gonna be able to find it because how would you even look that up?
You type into Google search, Google be looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I feel pain in my heart for putting something in One Piece so low, but this wasn't good.
Hey,
Like,
they can't
love
all
One
be
Piece.
winners.
This wasn't good.
I think I remember, like, I watched the video of Pirate Carnival. It's like, it felt like it's just like a past version of Fortune Street.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit like ass.
I'll be honest. I haven't enjoyed most of the One Piece tie-in games that I've played. I'm like, man, they spent money on this. They spent a lot of money making this, huh?
Wait, who made the game actually?
Where is this from, bro? I just want to know why they put that in the trailer.
Excellent.
Whose decision was that?
Oh, developed by a company called Hand, and Bandai Namco published it.
Yeah,
Makes
it
sense.
feels like the Bandai Namco publish.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they are the only ones with the rights. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bandai Namco makes either good or trash. And there's really not that much of an in between.
yeah. Inspiration, that's why it's there. Really want to know
Inspiration.
what they were inspired by, because it could not have been a dirt bike, I promise.
Yeah, the inspiration of 2 words. Fucking
2 words, crack pipe.
Want to know another funny part about it? It was published by EA Big, the same people that published
the same.
NBA Street Volume 2.
Well, they can't all be winners. Damn.
Oh. Okay, Pac-Man Fever.
I put that in C.
All right,
All right, back.
Pikmin 1.
Just put that shit right under Pikmin 2.
Where the, oh.
Now that I'm looking at this list, Pikmin feels far too far down it, but I can change later, I guess.
All right, so
I think you put this one in Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness.
Yeah, this not even gonna get an argument. I don't think.
I mean, I want to say also because this is also the 2 games that are going into the collection.
Oh, shit, it's gas.
Splinter Cell. Teeny, talk about it.
I think it's really good stealth game. Kind of like helped pioneer the stealth genre. Stealth games are really fun.
I'm with it.
I will say the first time I tried playing it was on Steam and it crashed and I had to return it. It was my first Steam return ever.
Damn.
But I immediately did it later and it worked fine.
Man,
This is
Damn.
another
Unfortunate.
TD pick, I think. Prince of Persia.
I just really like I really like the time rewind mechanic in it. It's fun.
I think in Prince of Persia, Sands of Time was a real precursor to a lot of parkour games. So I wouldn't be mad at putting it right. I feel like it might be the new barrier to entry.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
I can't argue against it, so never played it, never seen it.
That's really. I played it a little bit after I watched a 4-hour video essay on the entire franchise.
Damn.
It was mostly it was a lot of like a making of stuff.
Oh.
Which is really fun. Like the original like person who like thought of the kind of had the idea for this game. Like a lot of the original movements are based on his brother jumping off on and off a car that they then like animated over. And like, and that's really fun.
This is a Sugo Super Monkey Ball 2.
Honestly, Super Monkey Ball, just pretty good games in general. I don't know which one I played off the top of my head, but it was on the PS2. Hold on. Super.
I think it was either deluxe or just 2.
Fairly certain it wasn't 2, but let me see. They're really fun. Good like puzzle kind of challenge while also kind of speed running type beat. And I don't really know how to describe Monkey Ball without just saying play the game, because they were
Because isn't Monkey Ball the one where you move the map instead of the ball?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, and it's not like as confusing as it would sound. It's basically like if you want to go one way, it still tilt the stick in the same way that you would like if you were on a platforming game, but it's just like a lot slicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played Deluxe is the one that I played, so I don't know how different they are, but it was fun. I can't lie. I'd say it's a solid B.
Solid B. I'm with it. Sonic Adventure 2.
I feel like this is something Naren will talk about.
Is this a narrative?
I think.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is.
I'd say it's like a B.
Sonic Adventure 2.
This is a drift pick.
There's no shot.
Is it like an actual pick or is it like a
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a pick.
Whew.
One of his 5.
One of his 5. We made it.
I hate Kage.
I'm going on Kage.
Honestly, I could see Sonic Adventure 2 being like the top of B tier.
I could say that.
I'm here to intervene.
Okay.
Right.
No.
I want you guys to really search your souls and ask yourselves,
Search your
are you
heart.
picking Sonic Adventure 2 for B because it's good or because you remember it being good?
Well, I feel like in this tier list, there's not much of a difference.
I played the Steam version. That's a good game.
Are you sure?
I mean, if you modded it.
Honestly,
It's not. It's not very good, then is it?
I will say, I'm looking at all the B tiers, and if I had a list of these games to play right now, I think I would pick Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay.
I think I'd pick Freakstyle.
Well,
I just think that
Brah.
I think that the 3D Sonics, particularly the adventure games and Sonic Heroes, are games that people had a lot of fun with because they were 6 when they played them, and then you replay them again with like a fully developed frontal cortex, and you're like, wait a second.
Sonic Heroes fucking blows.
in all fairness,
Tremendous.
though, you can say that about a lot of this era's games. You know what I mean?
True.
Especially if you're comparing them to like the modern versions of the same franchise, you can be like, oh well.
Yeah.
Fucking course, I'd rather play Galaxy than Sunshine. You know what I mean? Like that's an argument someone could make.
I feel like Galaxy is not as fair a comparison, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like Twilight Princess still holds up. It's got some scuffs to it, but it still holds up. I think any time that I've seen people play Sonic Adventure in the last 5 years, it's made them want to break a controller in half.
But also, Zelda is kind of an exception because there are very few similar Zelda games.
True,
So, like,
true.
the only one that we've even had that's pretty much a direct sequel is like Tears of the Kingdom. So, and like obviously the Game Boy ones, but I feel like for the sake of this tier list, like it's fine to be like, well, I remember it fondly, so it should go higher. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yep.
I think a Sonic game that still holds up to what it was whenever it came out is Sonic 06. They're both just bad. They didn't get any better. Like, you went from dog shit, and then it aged. It's still dog shit.
Because Sonic 06 aged like fine milk.
It's dog
And-
shit.
In all honesty, I would say like the only good to me personally.
Yeah.
This is a kind of a hot take, but like the only good Sonic game that held up is like Riders.
I would say Riders, yeah.
Yes, Riders.
So like, your mileage will vary.
Yep.
Like for a long time, I'd say Sonic Heroes was the shit, but whenever I played Sonic Heroes, what was that, 2023, 2024?
I think
I wanted death.
That was so fun to watch.
Oh
you did a
my
playthrough of
God.
Sonic Heroes, didn't you, back then?
Yeah,
right?
that was. I think that
I
was
didn't finish
important.
Sonic Heroes whenever I was a kid, and I know why I didn't finish Sonic Heroes as a kid now.
Dog.
Motherfucker was struggling.
The struggle was real.
Oh my God. I think people don't talk about Sonic Riders because it's just the good one. Like, there's nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
There's not a polarizing opinion to it.
Yeah.
The polarizing opinion
I-
is Sonic Zero Gravity. Or Sonic Riders Zero Gravity.
Sonic Riders are ready.
Can I have the first opinion on the next game?
Yes.
Smash Melee, Amber, go right ahead.
I think that Smash Melee should be the lower C because of the people that like to play Smash Melee.
I would agree.
Thank you. I agree.
I agree. I agree.
Then I see that.
Actually, wait a minute. This is my tier. Okay.
There we go.
There it is.
There it is. Now the world is a better place.
I just gained consciousness for a second. Like,
Wait a minute. I have free will.
I only
Yeah.
have to be honest. I don't have to be there.
I forgot where he was for a hot second.
yeah, bro.
I swear to God.
Then blanked out before realizing Melee
Like,
was
bro,
next.
wait, hold on.
He said, wait a
Fuck
fucking
those
minute.
guys.
Fuck them.
That game is peak. Listen,
My boy said, wait a
I
minute.
think it's got its own greatness, Sugo. However,
Community.
you gotta think about the entirety of it. That includes the community.
Community and everything.
And right now the community is shit.
I will say,
I have a
this is the
question.
game that made the reputation of Smash players being stinky and weird.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
What's up,
will
T?
I
say,
can't tell if you're saying that is a good thing or a bad thing.
Yes.
It's a bad thing.
does
In what world is that a good thing?
does Smash
don't know.
really deserve to be as high as C? Can it have its own category lower?
Mm.
You know what? I'm liking what you're saying.
You're onto something.
That's a great idea.
I'm buying.
I'm with that.
Smash.
I'm not fighting 100 with y'all. You know what? Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, T.
Yeah, I'm glad it's fart
Actually-
gas green too.
Yeah.
Just say
Of
Smash
course
Community.
Of course it's Sugo. It's always the one you most expect.
Most expect.
Oh.
So good.
Tales of Symphonia. I don't know who actually did that one. Hold on.
Fuck is
That
that?
was still go.
Sugo.
Tales
Talk
of
about it.
Symphonia is one of those games I've heard so many good things about, but never got around to playing.
Mm.
I've heard
it's
the name
definitely
a lot.
it's definitely a weeb game too. So
That's probably why I was not a weeb until I was about 19 years old.
You know, I'm seeing note
I
over
didn't
there
hear about it.
telling Sugo to defend to this point.
Fight back.
So
Please.
I know exactly who played this game.
all right, no, go ahead. Tell us what it's all about.
Yeah.
Still
Su-
case.
I will
Talk
say,
about it.
for context, Sugo's list is games that he hasn't played, but he thought he's heard discussion about them, so they deserve to be put in, so there could be like arguments and discussion.
And the Tales of series is just good in general, but I
gotta say,
haven't played
how
this
many-
one. So
Sugo
many
watches
games-
one video essay and says, "I agree." Put it in there.
I'm trying to wonder how many games from Sugo's list have we just said, yeah, we just put this in with no argument whatsoever.
Oh no, it's in the airport.
Oh, perfect.
let's-
Put a note in here. I know.
Oh.
Talk about it.
You're free. You have free will.
I have to drop it on you. You gotta talk about it.
You're muted if you're currently talking.
Damn.
I can't hear you.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, you might be manually muted. Yeah.
No, probably going crazy over there too.
Let me in.
Let me in.
Because I've played Berseria, Zestria, and Arise, and those were all gas. So
Listen, okay, I'm gonna
go.
say it.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it. I didn't realize my mic was muted.
Man,
I got real fucking heated the moment I came in.
I told you that was going crazy.
Who the fuck put this game in here and
Oh,
does
Sugo.
not defend it? Who's
Oh,
the weeb?
Sugo.
Sugo. Absolutely.
Sugo!
Sugo. 1000%.
go ahead, beat his ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoop
Sugo!
his ass.
Get your ass in here and defend this game!
Yeah,
I
whoop his
wasn't even
ass.
participating in this list!
Yeah, two piece. Left, right, uppercut.
I like how everyone just went ahead and said Sugo. Even the chat says Sugo.
So who actually really put it in there?
Sugo.
Sugo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't lying to you.
Again.
My dude. Okay, first off, not all the Tales games was good. There's Tales of Legendia, which it's one of the games that we shall not fucking talk about because it was that bad.
Say who in the back?
Oh,
Tales of Ligma.
yeah.
It is Tales of Ligma. It was a Ligma ass for one thing.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
absolute garbage. Characters were bad. But Tales of Symphonia was I believe it was one of the first Tales games that came to America that actually introduced a lot of the Tales games. Like it was one of the most iconic JRPGs to ever come over to the US. So I'm gonna say at least low A, but it's all dependent on you. I personally would put it in a high A because it is very iconic, and well, I'm also biased because I'm a weeb. But
That's what this fucking tier list is. It's just all bias.
cool, put it in high A then.
Okay.
Sugo's not here, but she went for the next best thing.
I second everything Note says Sugo.
Boy, why I gotta defend your game? I wasn't even a part of this.
Man.
Damn.
Ooh,
Tell
you
him
hate to
again.
see it. You hate to see it.
Sugo!
Sugo! Sugo!
We're trying to note it to a hater in real time.
Sugo, you're getting whooped with quote retweets, bro. You gotta defend
I'm-
yourself.
Bro, you play Fire Emblem. You cannot make
Ooh,
excuses.
Ooh,
Yeah, get his ass.
shit.
Get his ass.
Holy fuck.
All right, I'm done. I'm gonna go back to watching. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Enjoy. Have a good night, no.
I know. Who put in the Four Swords Adventure?
This is a teeny pick.
Team?
Teeny?
I know. I think notes. Yeah, we're just scared.
I like the story of Four Swords. I haven't played that much of it, but I enjoyed the story when I I read the manga and like looked up like walkthrough gameplays. of it, and then I opened the game, and then I was like, you know what? I'll play Twilight Princess first, and then I have not finished Twilight Princess.
What a glowing review. Thank you.
So where's it going?
I don't know, B.
All right. Fucking, I don't know. All right. You know what? You know who picked this one? Also Sugo. So you're gonna have to.
Mario Golf, brother.
I can defend Mario Golf a little. Mario Golf a little bit.
Mario Garfield?
Yeah,
Definitely not. Mario Golf, I think, is, if not like, other than mini golf, the only type of golf game I would still play.
I see.
Yeah, I would see it.
That's fair.
So, I'd probably put it in like a. I'd probably put it like right behind Sonic Adventure 2, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's good, but it's still golf. So,
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, it's just like slow pace.
I second everything Zen said. See, that's how you know Sugo did not have a defense ready.
Not one single opinion about his list.
Tony Hawk's.
You led no defense.
Man.
Only a Sugo.
I do just want to say that Sugo earlier got on me. He was like, you should have made a list, Amber. And I'm like, I didn't make a list because I know I didn't play a GameCube, so I wouldn't have a list. At least I didn't go to Wikipedia list of GameCube games, sort by year, and then just start doing fucking whatever.
You know. Well,
This is the last of Drift's 5 games. It's Tony Hawk's Underground.
Tony Hawk's Underground. I mean, solid game.
I feel like I played the demo disc for it. Is this like the grittier one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
It's like
Yeah, I
where
think
you're
I
in
played this in
the-
a Sears.
The warehouse one, right?
Yeah. I
Like, if
did.
you're talking about the World Tour one, that's Underground too.
Let me see.
Underground is more like new skater goes around or become real thing.
Ah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I don't have heavy opinions on this, so.
I feel like maybe like a low B.
I could do that.
Yeah.
It's no pro skater. Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, that was mine.
Okay.
I like the only thing to defend, like, it's a very good game with especially with like the comic style that, like, I think Bandai Namco, or no, Capcom though a little bit. Like, Capcom was going for this comic movies film style, and it's like really good when I played it at the time. I would put it maybe around B or such, because even though like it's a good game for me, it's like doesn't compare to like most of the A games on top.
All right, bet.
Take your word for
So,
it.
yep. Though it did like kind of give me main Beautiful Joe and MVC3.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm texting.
I've only seen my friend
Okay.
play it way back
So,
when,
me.
and I have no idea what that shit was about, so.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody play it.
That's why I put it on B, because I think most of the community played it, but most didn't. So they want to know like what the game is about.
Note has said
Fair
it was
enough.
good and fun and stylistic. Good enough for me. Yep, and good enough for B tier.
Yep.
All right. All right, Gubs. It's time for your 10.
All right, so Wind Waker is, and I'm irritated that Amber's in here because she's gonna give some bullshit reasons as to why it's bad, but
This
she's
is the
wrong.
first game that I'm gonna argue to have knocked down.
No. The thing is, Amber doesn't like whimsical exploration. She likes to be guided on rails from point A to point B.
I'm sure.
So-
That's why Tears of the Kingdom is famously my favorite game, because I love rails.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can make all the rails you want in that game. But Wind Waker is good because it told people to fucking lighten up. Because this was the time of when games were starting to get weirdly gritty for no reason.
Yeah.
And Zelda being one of the biggest Nintendo properties, they were like, okay, yeah, this is one for the teenage boys. But you're like, you know what? Nintendo was like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. Let's make something fun and whimsical while still having a good, touching story, and letting the player decide what they want to do. Solid experience all around. I'd say it goes in there.
So here's the thing.
Oh, Lord.
Here's the thing. Gubs is very correct in that it has a very good art style. It has a very good story. It's very cute. I have never begrudged Wind Waker for any of these points. You can check my record. My beef with Wind Waker, however, is that I find it to be an exercise in tedium, because we all love open world games. We do. However, here's the difference between, and I know that this isn't a fair comparison before he says what I know he's about to say, but if we look at a Tears of the Kingdom versus a Wind Waker, if we're traveling, let's say, I don't know, 500 meters in Tears of the Kingdom, you will find a sign to fix. You're going to find somebody on the side of the road that needs help. You're going to find a raving band of miscreants that need to be taken down. If you go 500 meters in Wind Waker, you're going to find half an island and a boat that keeps on giving you lip. You move so fucking slow in Wind Waker, to the point that the game makers had to develop a side quest specifically so that you could stop moving so slow. And you have to add an extra 2 hours to your game time because of how slow you're fucking moving. To the point that when they remastered the game, they had to add speed as a quality of life improvement, implying that the quality of life was poor. And even after fixing that, it's still so slow.
The problem with that is that, that one, there were more things to actually do in the open world, and you get to choose what you want to do. You don't have to go from and explore every single part of the game to beat the game. You actually have to do very little in the game to beat the game. So it's not like
Wind Waker.
Honestly, about 30 hours if I had to guess, but that's probably an overestimate. It's not a long game. That's the thing. Even as slow as it was on the GameCube, it was one of the shortest Zelda games. So I don't see what the fuck
the shortest Zelda game by 30 hours.
It's not a long game.
All right.
Imagine how much shorter it would be if there wasn't so much fucking nothing that you had to do.
I mean, imagine how much shorter Twilight Princess would be if there wasn't so much fucking backtracking. You can do that with any game. You can say that with any game, Amber. I don't think that's a detriment to the gameplay at all.
I just wish there was more to look at. I just feel like if you're gonna make me...
If you're just taking it at your own pace.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow of the Colossus is one of the most highly regarded games of all time. And half that gameplay was going from place to place. So I feel like this is just an unfair comparison.
Wind Waker, main story 29 hours, sides are 35 hours, all styles are 34 and a half hours.
35 hour game, not very long.
I'm mad at that. Zatch Bell.
Now this one is gonna be kind of a hard sell.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Because it's kind of it's not it's a 2D kind of
Wait, which one is this one? The Mamoto Battles?
Yeah, Mamoto Battles. That one's kind of what the fuck was the name of it? The one that it's kind of like Virtua Fighter in that it's not truly 3D per se.
2.5.
You're in a 3D arena, but you're fighting in 2D.
So like a 2.5.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like that, but you had the silly little guys as Zatch Bell. You had the weird fucking duck guy. You had Zatch. You had all the little. I don't even remember. I think the Momoto are the little kids that are enslaved by the teenagers.
They're not.
You are not. You are not doing Zatch Bell service whatsoever. Holy shit.
God.
It's just a fun little fighting game from my childhood.
The kids.
Okay. Zatch Bell, I can't speak to Mamoto battles because I haven't played it. But Zatch Bell as an anime is better than what Gubs is describing. Do not let this. Do not let this.
No, see, the thing is, y'all don't realize that I'm trying to get it points by being funny.
Can I
How
explain
is that funny?
Okay, let me explain a little bit about Zatch Bell. Zatch Bell basically is the series where these demon children are sent down to Earth to fight it out and pick the new demon king. And to seal their power, all their like powers are sealed in these little books, and then they have to find a human to have the book and partner up with them, so that way they can win the fights, but by the human calling out the spells, so they can use their.
It's literally Pokemon with children.
It's Pokemon with children.
I don't give a shit about that. The kids are enslaved by the books, and they fight as a little horseman fighting a child.
I
Stop
like
saying
to
slavery. Stop saying slavery.
I want to see a little duck boy punch a little girl in the face.
What?
It's not a slavery thing because they show up with the book and they're like, I want you to read from this book. It's not a slavery thing.
I will say, except for Zash, who hit his head and lost his memory. So Zash has kind of no idea what's going on, and that's really funny. He likes to eat an entire tuna by himself and a tiny little robot toy that is made out of a Pocky box.
Teeny has gotten so far away from the main plot of the show, but all you need to know...
this is the most important part of the show, actually.
All you need to know is that children are punching each other in the mouth with evil demon powers, and you get to play that video game.
Yes.
That was...
I feel like
put it in
Amber and Teeny are
put it in the
put
D
a good
tier.
word,
Put it in the
but-
bottom.
I feel like Amber and Teeny are trying to put in a good word, but Gubs is just in the way.
Any good words at all. It's me fighting against. It's literally like third imposter over here.
There's not a D tier, but there's a who tier.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm not advocating for the game. I'm advocating for the show. The show's good.
Anyway, Shrek 2 also not a very good game, but it was a very fun game for my childhood.
Man.
That could go at like the bottom of C. I don't give a shit.
All right, but
I'm trying to remember. Wasn't Shrek 2 the multiplayer game? Like
It was, yes.
Yeah.
Bionicle.
Bionicle.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right, bet.
This was your.
Rampage though. Rampage was actually really fun. Rampage. I don't know if y'all have played Rampage.
No.
I've played exclusively the arcade version.
The arcade version and I'm pretty sure the console version are like the same. So like you run around the city, and you can be like co-op multiplayer. I think up to 4 players, and you're like the whole goal is just like to destroy the city arcade style, like by taking people out of buildings and eating them, punching the buildings down until they fall over and stuff like that. And you can. It's like a co-op competitive where you can like fight your friends and try to destroy the city at the same time. It's pretty good. I'd say it's like a solid mid B, maybe low B. Honestly, probably low B.
Mid to low B. Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
You can put that
I had a
right
lot of
here.
fond memories of playing with my friends and like just switching with the different monsters and just duking it out. Yep.
Cool. Naruto Clash of the Ninjas.
So Naruto Clash of the Ninja is Zatch Bell Mamoto fighters, but good.
Oh.
Wait. Okay. How is Naruto Clash of the Ninja good? Please explain this to me.
It's good because
Naruto Clash of the Ninja is one of the GameCube games I have played, and it's not on my list.
because
For a
it's
reason.
good because it's better than the other game. That's why it's good. I'd say honestly, this one actually being on the list would probably be like a mid C tier. I would put it actually right under Cars. Yeah.
Under Cars.
Yeah, under Cars. Yes. That shit was But fun.
So, butt ugly Martians. Yeah.
But Ugly Martian goes in the S tier.
Absolutely. Not.
You're smoking dick.
Put it at the #1 spot.
You're smoking dick.
But Ugly Martians.
I know Gubs is here to defend it. Can we throw that in who?
Yeah,
Just put it in who. I don't give a shit. It's just a very funny game I played for like 30 minutes when I was 12.
I think
Zen, when are we doing the cartoon tier list?
Man, ooh, Jesus.
We had
But
I
Ugly
can't
Martians.
even think about that right now. Ooh, scrambled my
Billy
brain
Hatcher.
for a second.
Billy Hatcher, unironically, is really good. I would say it belongs in the A tier just because it's like, have you played Billy Hatcher, Zen?
Nope, I've seen it.
It's like, think if like Katamari had like combat and power-ups and stuff in it.
But
Yeah, which is gas. I can't lie.
all right, it's Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. What can you tell me
Fire
about it
Emblem.
other than that it's $400 used?
The reason that a lot of people like Path of Radiance, not that it's necessarily like the best Fire Emblem game in terms
Being
of
rated.
combat or
Hold on,
hey, let me
I can rail. Welcome to the stream.
hello.
I don't know why I got so loud. Welcome to the stream. It's tier list day, as you can
Yeah.
already tell, probably.
I totally wasn't being a head ass in your streamer though.
That's where the Angela was. That makes sense.
Don't worry about me.
Chat, if you don't know me, I'm AlphaXen, a streamer, designer, certified streamer, content creator guy, person. Yeah. You can find me doing shit like this.
Yap Master Supreme.
Yap Master Supreme.
He's the Yap Dean.
Dean
at
of the Yap University.
Buy a hat now. Yeah.
Yeah, buy a hat. Yeah.
Get a
Buy a
beanie.
hat, buy a shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
If you can Ryu in chat, if you need to eat, sleep, do your duties. Not like that. Not like that.
I'm a fucking child, dog. What the fuck?
You are a
All
child.
right. You made cursed
You-
honey bun noodles? Hey.
I'm so
This shit-
interested. Hold on.
Dipsits was cursed, let me tell you.
Is it?
But-
Where in the Discord is it? Put it in the
If
Discord
you need to
first.
do anything of that sort, you are more than welcome to do that. But if you want to watch this tier list, we've got everything on the list. We just got to get to the top 10. I mean, everything, but we got like 10 left.
Yeah, we're at
We've
like,
got almost everything on the
10.
list. We just got to get the top 10 done. You can just sit and watch that for the next, like, God knows how long, probably hour and a half.
You know, when we're sorting shit out, that's when it really takes the longest.
Yeah.
But Path of Radiance is very much a like it's a more storytelling type of Fire Emblem game. I think that was the first one with like 3D cutscenes in it, and those were actually pretty well made considering that they're on the GameCube for the time. And you know,
So you just sent the fucking shit.
Anyways, I'm gonna save that.
That's like me whenever I fucking had a Recreo child in my fucking hands anytime.
Just fucking. Ugh.
squeeze.
Just yeah, bro. That's
Ugh.
literally, bro. That's what you do. You just
You just gotta fucking squeeze life out of him.
yep.
Damn.
You gotta put them through the pressure test.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there's your prop comedy for the day.
A relic.
You still don't have. Damn.
Is it lost in the mail?
Cody, I might just give you mine.
Man.
You deserve it more than me, for being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It feels weird to agree with that statement, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. We gonna fight Kurt for that plushie for you.
I'll kill him.
Hey, I ain't say that.
So where's Path of Radiance going?
Go ahead, put it in probably like bottom of the A tier.
Bottom of the A tier.
Yeah, she got Ike in it. That man's fucking cool.
I didn't get to order one, and then Kurt said he had an extra, and then
Oh, so we are
just
beating Kurt.
fell
Gotcha.
through.
yeah.
Unfortunate.
We like Ike.
We do like Ike.
The Incredibles.
I just remember that game being fun. I don't even remember what the gameplay was like.
The game is fun.
Good
'Cause I played it on PlayStation
Like,
2.
I saw a video of it. Like,
I see. So I'm not the only one to have played it.
I have played it. I didn't play it all the way through. I think I played. It was either on a demo or it was somebody else's copy, and I just had it for a little bit.
Okay.
Or I like played it at a friend's house or something. But it was fun. It was pretty
Yeah,
good.
classic PS2 action type beat.
No, it was a demo. It was. Because I only got to play like a little bit of it, and I think I jumped to the next building over, and then it was like, "Thanks for playing." And I'm like, "Fuck."
Damn. I'm just looking at no mic. Honestly, this could go like mid B.
I can see that. Like right about.
I'd say like
here-ish.
right. Yeah, that's fine. Those are gonna have to get shuffled though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. All right, so Naren isn't here, so we're gonna have to go through Naren's. We've got Skies of Arcadia Legends, and I feel like Note might have something to say about that.
you notice here right now, she's.
Note, can you talk about Skies of Arcadia if you're here?
Talk about it.
No, it's in the airport.
Perfect. I know.
Hi.
Oh, you're unmuted this time too. Perfect. All right, let's talk about it.
Listen, I made sure to look down this time to make sure I'm not muted.
But you came in on fiery.
Okay, so no, because I have a very fond love for the Tales series, so that's why I came in with fire in my eyes. Skies of Arcadia, I honestly don't remember a lot of about it. I just know it was like also one of those games that came over to the US that introduced what is it? A lot of the JRPG stuff. I don't exactly know if it was as iconic. Honestly, Chrono Trigger is more iconic than I think Skies of Arcadia, but that's just me because I've actually played Chrono Trigger.
We didn't even put Chrono
Hey,
Trigger
yeah.
on here.
Yeah. Well, Chrono Trigger is
It's not a GameCube game.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I do remember watching my friend play this game and having a lot of fun. I personally haven't played it.
Yeah, I've not heard of it, so
So where would you
I
put
watched
it though?
Someone play it. I
I'd
won't
go-
play through it.
All I thought was the main character was hot. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
That's
real
fair.
and fair.
I can't really say because Naren's not here and this is her game, so she should have technically defended it.
True.
Shrugs.
I feel like
Shrugs.
we could just put it in Who, seeing that, you know,
Ooh,
Alright.
they don't know what's going on with it.
Metroid Prime.
A tier.
Yeah.
I've never played it, so
Yeah.
I've never
never.
played it, but my friend that loves Metroid says that I love it because I like FPS games.
Metroid Prime is fucking gas. I think it was on the DS too. Which I got to play
I
a
can
little
see
bit
that.
of.
On the PS2?
DS.
oh, the DS,
DS2.
DS
The
as well.
DS2.
I believe it. I have a very limited collection of DS games still. They're actually right next to me.
Man,
Metroid Prime Hunters was on the DS.
I have Naruto Path of the Ninja, which is the
Oh,
game
no.
I have the most hours in on my DS.
Sonic Adventure DX. Their director's cut.
I mean, we already have Adventure 2 on here, don't we?
Yes.
Yep.
I would just put it under there,
Mhm.
wherever.
I
I
think-
don't really care.
Out of the two, or out of really all the Sonic games that I've seen, it was hemorrhaged with bugs.
Hemorrhage.
Yeah.
The director's cut?
Yes.
Honestly, I didn't even play Adventure. I only played Adventure 2. So,
I could probably, realistically, I'd put it like, ooh, like here.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Donkey Konga 2. Anybody?
Put it in the S tier.
No.
The top 10.
I I don't think I've ever seen anybody own a pair of those fucking bongos.
Oh, it had its own asset, like its own thing.
Yeah, like it had like its own bongo
Yeah, the
controllers.
BK bongos.
I think I've seen the bongos in like a YouTube video. So that was in a video where someone was like, I found these bongos from Donkey Kong, and I'm gonna use them to play like Rainbow Six Siege or something.
I think I've seen those bongos more than I've seen someone play Donkey Konga. Any of them.
True.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me get the
that's
image.
true for me because I've seen them. I think once, and I've never seen anyone play that game.
Like I think I was at somebody's house and they had the bongo, but I don't think I've ever seen them play Donkey Konga. Like, or whatever we were looking at, like their fucking collection of video games. Donkey Konga wasn't there, but the bongos were.
When I went to my local retro game shop, they had a pair that was sitting behind the register, like up top, and that shit was calling to me like the Green Goblin mask. I was like, I have no reason to own these, but I kind of want them.
I didn't realize I was still in VC. I'm gonna go back to listening and just shake the cage again. Gotcha.
Good.
Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Well,
Where's Prime one at?
I think we put
somewhere
Prime.
in A, right?
It's an A.
Yeah, it's an
I didn't play Prime 2.
Neither did I.
Nope.
So now that we're talking about games that we might not have played, has anybody played Cubivore?
Nope.
I've never heard of it. No.
Okay, cool.
Who?
Gotta head to bed now. I appreciate it, Kenrio. Have a good
Good
night.
night,
Thanks for swinging by.
Thank you, swing by. Cubivore. This shit right
Who?
here. Cubivore.
Cubivore.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
The fuck is a Cubivore?
Metroid Prime 2, I'm also gonna have to put in who.
Yeah.
Is anybody played A Series of Unfortunate Events?
I read the books.
Man.
That is not the game.
I didn't know they had a game.
All right.
Well,
Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, though, I'm gonna have to put an A.
Back.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That shit is gas. Gas.
This was the game that Universal tried to kill Crash Bandicoot, but it backfired on them.
This shit
This
is
is
so
the
good.
game.
Good.
It
It's
backfired.
it's
on them.
the Crash Bandicoot game that I remember the cover of since I've like seen it the first time.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic.
I wouldn't know how to describe it, but if I know it when I see it.
And then there's Gun.
And anybody played Gun?
Never heard of it.
No.
Okay.
The fuck is that?
Alrighty.
I feel like Naren Wicks. She's gonna be like, why is that my games on hold?
Hey, well.
I'm not gonna say should have been here because Darren had a
Yeah.
vocal issue,
Yeah.
like a throat
Yeah, but
thing.
health come first.
Yeah, health concerns. So like,
Health comes first. Yeah.
Gotta be healthy.
I
so
think
I will before I post it like to anywhere else other than Discord. I'll probably see what Darren wants to put these places at.
Mhm.
So, but now we're on the top 10. We're in the meat and potatoes. We're in the weeds of it.
I think Twilight Princess has to be in the top 10.
Agreed.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't know where.
Or
It's there.
but like just there, not top 10, like number 1 itself.
Mario
I know
Kart
it's there
Double
for a fact.
Dash top 1.
We're gonna have to talk about that in a second. We're gonna put it in top 10 though. And I ain't got no problems with that.
We gotta pick the top 10 and then we pick
Top
the order.
1.
How about like XD or Coliseum? That's what I'm thinking of.
Honestly, I'd say XD first.
I would say XD first, just because it was like you're going off of the fucking Coliseum platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that in Strikers top 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the
Top
fuck
10?
did Strikers go? There it is.
Hear me out. I Ninja.
Yeah.
I could see it. I can see it.
I didn't do it really good.
I think RE2 might beat 10.
I don't know.
I think
The thing is,
I think,
I don't.
I think it might be 10 at the highest.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than most of the stuff that could be in.
Like, if
10.
we don't think of anything else, it goes to 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
Sunshine?
Sunshine.
Understandable.
I would
Hear me out.
say- Sorry, but I'm going back to
Go ahead.
Resident Evil for a split second. I
Yes.
would say it shouldn't be in the top 10 simply because it was multi-platform and it's more associated platforms.
What was
You know
it?
what I mean?
What else was it on?
Like PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I can do that. Let me put it right
And
here.
I
then.
feel like, in the interest of fairness, we should lean more Nintendo for this.
Here's
but-
the thing.
But how about Prince of Persia?
Bloody Roar Extreme.
Well, I mean, it is your list at the end of the day. I'm just
Like
making
Soul
suggestions.
Calibur 2 or Bloody Roar?
If I have to pick one, it's Bloody Roar every single time.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur
I
2 doesn't
kinda
have a
figured.
chance in hell.
Damn.
Like I think they're hear me out. Sonic Riders.
Honestly, personally,
Given what we've got in A tier,
I personally would put Kirby Air Ride up there first, but that's
I
just
can see
me.
that.
I can see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This would be 8.
Thousand Year Door honestly should be up there too.
Okay, 9. Now we just gotta vie for 10.
I really want Prince of Persia, honestly. Over everything.
I don't think Prince of Persia makes 10 as much as I would want it to be.
I don't think it makes 10. I think in general it doesn't make
Just
10. I feel
Sugo
like
has said
personally,
Melee
it should make 10.
Melee should be a top 10, but you're voting with your noses instead of your eyes. And you are correct,
Yes,
and that is
you're
also
correct.
why it's not even past the C tier.
Not past the sniff check.
Not past the sniff check. If you got a game where you got to do a sniff check for, it's not, can't even go past C. I'm good.
I think we also have to go for like any changes before. Okay, on the back of my head, I'm thinking maybe like Superstar Baseball, Sonic Riders, or Luigi's Mansion. Has to be.
I was
Like
about to
one
say,
of
Kirby
those.
also said Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I feel like of the list, simply because it's the OG Animal Crossing, I would put Luigi's Mansion in top 10. You know what I mean?
I would see it.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Like-
notes right. Like Luigi's because people more know about the game itself, and plus it was this game that Luigi got like expanded the series with 2, 3, and Dark.
And they did sell, like, Luigi's Mansion sold GameCube's.
Sold really, really fucking well, yeah.
So, like,
Okay.
the people bought the GameCube to play Luigi's Mansion.
Honestly, we got through our top 10 a lot quicker. But now we've got to actually rank them.
Ugh.
I am not even memeing. Double Dash should be number 1. Should be number 1.
How does everybody else feel?
I would say number
I
1.
have not played Double Dash. Double Dash does look like a lot of fun. I don't think I would have anywhere
Yes,
near
he's
as much fun
defending
playing
Double
Double Dash as I would play Twilight Princess.
I
gotta close
no,
the
I
cage.
think you actually do have to shake the cage here. I haven't played Double Dash, nor have I played Twilight Princess, but I would be more.
Twilight Princess is good.
I would be more wanting to
Do
play
not.
Double Dash before
Do
Twilight
not.
Princess.
Do not touch Twilight Princess. It is where it should properly be. Do not fucking touch it. I will throw hands with you. I will somehow manage to manifest my fist through your computer. Do not touch it. Do not touch it.
I cannot put Twilight Princess over Double Dash. I can't.
No,
Sorry.
well, I don't know what fucking Double Dash is, but I know what fucking Twilight Princess is.
Listen,
Let's fucking
Damn.
go.
listen.
Damn.
I fucking got steak on the stove. I'm about to start a fire in my apartment. Twilight Princess is easily a top 10 Nintendo game, much less a top 10 GameCube game. Come on, people.
But it's the top one because you got contender.
Come on.
Thank you.
I think out of the 3 Zelda games I played, Twilight Princess is at 2, and that's only because I've played it. No, it's not the least. I played it the second least out of the 3 I've played, so second most as well. It's just because I can play Breath of the Wild on my Switch and cannot play Twilight Princess on. I don't take my laptop as many places as I take my Switch. Is the simple answer of why I've played less Twilight Princess than Breath of the Wild. But Twilight Princess is really good. It's a lot of fun.
It is so fun. And plus, Midna. I'm sorry, Zelda, but Midna is the superior bitch. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it. Midna is the superior bitch.
Come on, dude. Don't make me.
Yeah, no, yeah, go ahead.
Amber in the back of the classroom.
Midna. I'm sorry, Amber, but Midna.
I agree.
I feel as if that Mario Kart is so unambiguously like not contested as like any controversial as this is a good GameCube game. And people have been arguing from day one that Twilight Princess is very contentious, even within the diehard Zelda community. Everybody that's played Mario Kart was like, Double Dash is gas.
I'll fucking die on this hill.
She got haters?
fucking
Then
die on this
her
hill.
down? What the fuck does that mean?
I
What does
mean,
that mean? Diana Ross had haters? Billie Holiday had haters?
well done. You know who
like
gets the haters? Michael Jackson.
I'd like to say something.
Everybody knew Michael Jackson that good shit. They
Something
couldn't say his
being,
music was. Can they say his music was bad? No. No.
His music ain't bad. He's just weird.
I will like to
I will say he
something
was
being
weird.
in it,
But,
it
hey,
doesn't mean it's not, it doesn't mean it's not like it doesn't like it's the best that something can ever be.
well, yeah, but like anything can get better. But I mean, we're talking about at the GameCube level.
I think we should put
Like, at the
hidden
game
number
level,
1
Twilight Princess.
and
Oh,
go to
what?
number 10 first.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do
Zen.
10 and work our way up.
I'm sorry to say,
Okay.
brother, but it might have to be Bloody Roar. It might have to be Bloody Roar.
Zen is hoping that note doesn't talk with a king.
Oh, man.
I'm looking at the list. It might be 9. There might be 9.
Ooh.
Yeah, isn't that what you
He
place
sounds
in
so
combat?
sad.
Exactly. Hey!
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Actually, if I'm being 100% honest, it should be iNinja. That should be number 10. iNinja is just a vanity pick.
It's so funny though.
It's a Gubs pick.
It is very funny. No, like,
It's not even. It's transcended the Gubs pick because I fucking
Yeah.
love I Ninja.
yeah, like the 3 people in here that have played iNinja love the game.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like one of the best GameCube games of all time.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
I think I Ninja for the people that have played it is a cult classic.
Yes. Zen, when is the iNinja stream?
Shit, don't ask me. I'm fine with putting Bloody Roar in 9th.
Okay.
That's fair.
What is
I
number
think
8
we're-
though?
I think I'm gonna take Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah.
Cause I was actually thinking Kirby Air Ride went 10, but I don't know. I didn't play it.
Nah,
So-
Kirby Air Ride is really solid. I'd
Okay.
say,
Yeah.
like, Yeah.
Also, a lot of people know Kirby compared to iNinja, so I don't think he would have ended up in 10 regardless.
That's fair. Number 7.
I think we're at the point where there are now 4 Mario games colliding
Yeah.
together to compete
Yeah.
for a spot.
Y'all gonna
I
hate me?
think
It's
that's not the
Strikers.
order.
It's Strikers.
No.
Hold on.
Why do you think it's
The
Strikers?
Amber's correct.
It's Strikers.
Why do you think it's Strikers?
Why?
Because it's not better than any of the rest of them, so it's Strikers.
I'd like to say, as someone who has not played any of these Mario games, I didn't know they made a GameCube Strikers until tonight.
Oh my god.
Well,
Like I've heard
Exhibit
of
A.
all the other ones, have not heard of this one before.
I heard of it. I just never played it.
I played it. It's so good.
It's so
I-
good, but it should not be number 7.
I think that the other games are far too iconic for them to be below Strikers.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that Mario Strikers also sold GameCube, but I don't think it sold GameCube more than Luigi's Mansion.
I feel like it's already in my heart.
Yeah.
Number 6, though.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Y'all probably gonna disagree, but I think it's Sunshine, personally.
I mean,
No,
like,
I-
that'd be competing like Luigi's Mansion or Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I would at least put Luigi's Mansion and Sunshine together, at, like at least side by side, at least,
Mhm.
because those two are pretty iconic in it for the GameCube.
but of
No,
these,
I-
personally, of the ones that are on the list right now that are above Strikers, I would probably play Sunshine the least.
Mm.
Mm.
I think Sunshine in 6th, and then I think the list is fine, honestly. Like as good as it
So
is.
like this.
Rest. Yeah,
So,
like that. I think that's a good top 10 right there. I think it's set.
I think we're still gonna
Pretty
like
good.
we're gonna have someone like saying Double Dash. It should be number 1. It should be
Should
replaced.
So,
I'll fight you.
I don't care if y'all disagree.
I'll fight you.
It should be number 1.
I'll fight you.
It should
Wait, are
be
we-
number 1.
I will say
Double
Gubs did
Dash
say
over
it.
Twilight Princess?
Yes.
Gubs did.
You're smoking
Gubs-
dick.
All right, bro. All I'm gonna say is that you're smoking dick. All I'm gonna say is that Twilight Princess might have sold the Wii, but it didn't sell the GameCube. Mario Kart Double Dash sold
It was
GameCube.
literally at the end of the GameCube's life cycle. That's not an argument.
I mean, so is other Zelda games, but people still bought them.
where's Billy
Wait, what was the
Hatcher?
GameCube launch that- wait, what was the
Fonte,
GameCube launch?
Billy
Yeah,
Hatcher
okay.
is. Where is Billy Hatcher? Is it A?
Yeah, it's an A.
Okay. I still don't see it. Where the fuck is that chicken at?
It's
So
like
the launch,
the
so
right
apparently
side.
it launched the launch titles for the GameCube was Luigi's Mansion,
Oh,
Monkey Ball, and
there it
Wave
is.
Racer. So those were the 3 games that I started out with: Luigi's
So-
Mansion, Wave Racer, and Monkey Ball.
I'll say it like this. I've heard more people know what Mario Kart Double Dash was than people that know Twilight Princess.
Now hang on, Zen. That is so deep. That's so deeply AlphaXen bias. What you
What I will say
crazily
about-
your bias.
And
what I will
that's-
say about the issue with comparing anything to a Mario game is the fact that it's a Mario game.
That is true.
Well, I mean, it's a Mario
In terms
game,
of
so...
someone knowing what the game is, just hearing the name.
I mean,
I feel like
literally,
it's
our top
actually,
10 is
I
majority
feel like
Mario
that's
games.
not unfair because Zelda is also one of Nintendo's biggest properties.
Like, I think
But Mario is the biggest. other than
before
Pokemon, and
Breath of the
Pokemon.
Wild, I think a lot of people knew Ocarina of Time and then Twilight Princess. Not to say that Ocarina of Time is a
Dude.
better game. That people knew Ocarina of Time more than Twilight Princess. But the people that played Twilight Princess and know Twilight Princess were much more vocal and much more adamant about how good Twilight Princess is. And I don't have a problem with that.
My opinion is that okay. I think that generally for people that enjoy and play Zelda games, like people that have played like 5 or more Zelda games and are like Zelda players,
Yes.
you sort of split Zelda games into either old ones or new ones, or you split them into 2Ds or 3Ds.
Mhm.
And I think every fucking person that I have ever spoken to that plays Zelda games, like Twilight Princess is in their top 3 and it's never 3.
But how many times is this? 2?
Pretty often. But that's literally because of the existence of either Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
But like Zelda, I mean, like Twilight Princess is if we're gonna get into like foundational things, like just for like the franchise,
Mm.
Twilight Princess had one of the biggest effects in how they started making Zelda games after that.
Go to Double Dash. They make cart customization more of a thing. It solidified a lot of the items that you see in modern day. It did the exact same things.
I was gonna say, I've heard many a people play Mario Kart, but never once was Double Dash under first.
Oh, that's something.
And even using Amber's own argument about the top 3, at the time that Double Dash was the newest Mario Kart, and the same time that Twilight Princess was the newest Zelda, people would never put Double Dash as anything other than number 1. It was undebatably the best one at the time. Like, even Ocarina, you could be like, okay, well, I mean, I preferred Ocarina, but this one's gas or whatever. But everyone is like, it's Mario Kart doubled. This is the best one.
Wait, was Ocarina of Time a GameCube game?
No, it was an N64
game.
Okay,
Which
I thought
says
so.
even more, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't think so. Like, because even if we are gonna go about that, it's still the best Mario Kart game versus like the second best Zelda game, and it's like,
Yeah, this is
I don't know,
actually kind of
man.
a hard
This
one.
is number 1! Number 1!
it's legend. It's literally legend of Zelda, dude.
Come on.
Bro, I didn't play Mario Kart. I sure as hell played the shit out of Twilight Princess, though. So I'm biased.
Play
I
both
will-
of them. And
I
I
will
prefer
say-
Mario Kart.
I will say really quickly, I did just look up in the Mario Kart subreddit what people's rankings are, and I'm seeing Double Dash an average 4th, 5th.
Well, it's also Reddit, so.
That's why I said it. That's why I mentioned.
What
where-
do the people at Reddit have their number 1 as though?
There's a lot of 8 Deluxe and Wii.
Smoking dick.
I figured
Okay.
it would be Wii. See, that's the thing, is that like Double Dash was the best when it came out, but that is not
I
necessarily
don't
the
think
case.
Mario Kart Wii beats Double Dash.
Yeah,
I mean,
And that's from
I
somebody
can
that played.
I can understand why Wii would be some people's favorites. I have no dog in that fight. That said, like, Twilight Princess has not shifted down for people in the 15 years or however long it's been since it came out.
but that's also because
Twilight
the
Princess
Zelda
is
games
still
are
like a
vastly
cultural
different
moment.
from each other.
And I think that's like a good thing in this case, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but that also affects how people rank the thing. Because, like, again, I feel like people's Zelda rankings is how they feel about Link as a character, more than, like, I prefer this game. You know what I mean? Because, like, Twilight Princess is when Link was kind of at his most mature. And I'll give it up and say that that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But I prefer more, especially seeing that it's Nintendo, I can find mature protagonists in other games. And that's my personal thing. Like, if I'm looking for storytelling for, like, okay, this is the character, this is the world, or whatever, I'm not looking necessarily for Zelda or I'm not even looking for Nintendo for that, to be honest. I'm looking for Nintendo to have fun. And Mario Kart Double Dash is just pure fun from start to finish.
Piggyback off of that, because Quante said if the two got remastered with latest tech and graphics, most people would get Twilight Princess over Double Dash. Mario Kart World just came out.
Yeah.
People
And
got
honestly,
a
you can't-
Nintendo Switch 2 to get Mario Kart World.
That's like literally the only Nintendo Switch game.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
the
they
only-
were
even
to
right now.
remaster Double Dash right now and put it only on the Nintendo Switch 2, it would be easy to say the sales of the Switch 2 would double.
And it's also, that's like, I'm not gonna super go into like sales numbers because I don't think that matters to this conversation. But Mario Kart 8 was like the Nintendo Switch's biggest game, by the way.
Yes.
Like, I feel like people don't recognize it, as well as Kingdom and Breath of the Wild did. Mario Kart Double Dash, or not Double Dash, Mario Kart 8 was fucking their
That was
biggest
not a
game
pun,
ever.
Kirby. I did not.
I mean,
So
I
like,
feel like an
that's
asterisk.
not- so I feel like that's not really relevant to this conversation per se.
Yes.
I feel like an asterisk to that is that like the only bundle, like one of 2 bundles that they made for the Switch was like the Mario Kart 8 bundle. And I will say, if we're going based on like remasters or anything, I have seen people consistently beg for another Twilight Princess remaster. I
I'm
have
one of those
not seen
people.
anybody beg for a Double Dash remaster.
Because there's no point.
There's no point of doing that because it's still good now.
Yeah, if you're gonna, and like the game still exists, just go play the game.
I think if you want to remaster something, you want to see how it is in the graphics that we have in today's age of 2025. They're not even asking for the graphics to be updated. They just want to have the fun that they had on Double Dash, and they can still do it now on the GameCube or on their computer if they are so bold.
Oh yeah. I like, again, I'm not saying, and this is like, this is only an argument that Double Dash should be #1. It's not that I'm saying that Twilight Princess is bad or anything, because it is one of the best Zelda games. Like, I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not even gonna contend that. But I feel like all the arguments that could be made for Twilight Princess being #1, you have stronger arguments that could be made for Mario Kart in the same breath, in that argument space. That's my thing.
Where I'm at is I think that Zelda overall is a stronger title than Mario Kart overall. Like, even if we're getting rid of all of like the qualifiers and whichever one it is, and like sales and remasters and legacy, I feel like Zelda is just stronger. And even if we do get into the minutia of it all, I
don't
still
think it
do
is.
think that Twilight Princess is better than Double Dash, but just from like a very bird's eye view.
No, that's honestly just factually incorrect. Fucking Mario sells Nintendo. Mario is Nintendo.
Obviously,
Amber,
Mario is like, but I'm saying like aside from sales, I'm saying that generally Zelda is better than Mario Kart.
Amber, come on. Amber,
Yeah,
come on. You cannot be for real right now.
I am 100% for real right now.
All right.
I will say, I kind of feel like a big motivator of why Mario Kart sells so well is when like a lot of like parents are getting their children things. They're like, oh yeah, I'll get you a game you play with your sibling or with your friends when they come over, and I'm not gonna get you a game that you're just gonna lock yourself in your room and play by yourself for hours on end.
I feel like that's an argument in Mario Kart's favor, personally.
Yeah,
So-
I'm saying that's probably. I'm saying I'm not. The argument is that that's probably a contributing factor to why it has so much more sales than most Zelda games usually. Why Mario Kart will sell better because that's a game. That's like a game that's easier to be a quote unquote family game. So more people can play it at a time.
But that's to say then, you're buying one copy of Mario Kart to give to 2 kids versus one kid that would buy Zelda versus another kid that would buy Zelda. If you're talking about like, you're doing it for a household, you know what I mean?
Households don't buy 2 copies of the same game.
Well,
for
not
two
like
kids.
that. I think I misspoke like what I was trying to say, but like, you're not gonna buy, like, for example, right? You have somebody that is looking at these 2 games and is like, okay, well, I know that Mario Kart Double Dash is multiplayer versus like, I know that I'm gonna have a kid that's going to piss, bitch, and moan at his brother or sister to have time to play Zelda. So why not just buy the one where I can satisfy both children at the same time? You know what I mean? I feel like that's not to be like, oh, well, they just wouldn't buy Zelda to begin with. But I feel like that's a stronger argument for Double Dash being the more appealing game in general.
say like the only argument would be like because Twilight Princess was like one of the GameCube games that also got a Wii port in it. And then like it was different from a little bit different from the GameCube since it was like a mirror verse.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of Zelda, like Breath of the Wild, did that too. With the Wii U and the Switch.
I think that if we start making the qualifiers whether or not a game is multiplayer, then that shifts the entire tier
Well,
list.
even
everything.
that, but like that's not to say that that's like a qualifying point, but that's a point in its favor in general. Like that's not gonna be what is going to be the one that says, oh well, if we're gonna be multiplayer, then we'll just knock everything down. That's not like none of the other, or not none, but a large majority of the other games that we have in the top 10 aren't multiplayer games. It's just that to say that something that is a more cultural landmark, or like not even cultural landmark, but something that is appealing as a top 10 game.
Because now that I'm looking at it, even in this top 10, I don't know if Gale of Darkness is actually multiplayer, but a wide majority of these games are single player.
Yeah, and like I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it is. You can't say it's not a point in its favor. That's ridiculous. Because like, well, at that point, we'll just take off multiplayer games to begin with, because it's not fair that they get extra points over a single player game.
So, very, very incredibly quick question. How are we picking the top of all this? Because are we picking it out of statistics? Are we picking out of vibes? What are we looking at? Because like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. The moment you all start pulling factual shit, I'm just like, I'm biased because I fucking love Zelda Twilight Princess. And
that's honestly, that's fine, but you can't say that like. I have a problem with being like, oh well, it's absolutely number one over Mario Kart. I can't agree.
Yeah, because if we were gonna do like actual pure vibes, Butterly Martian probably would have been in top 10.
Exactly. Like,
Freakstyle would have been in top 10 too.
Who also would have been a top 10? Like, come on.
So
I feel like it's a mixture of like we like the game and can recognize that it's like a cultural landmark for the game.
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm not dissing you about the fact that like no, you're actually absolutely correct. Like if we're talking about like statistic wise, yeah, Double Dash would definitely like top Zelda.
Yeah.
Statistically. If we're going off of vibes, oh no, it's like
we
no
know
holds barred.
Yeah, we know where our heart is. We know where our heart is.
And that is why I'm arguing so hard for Double Dash, because it's not all the numbers or whatever. It's just I like the game more.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. So I'm gonna argue for it. You know what I mean?
And realistically,
you're cool. I'm just trying to understand.
My mind was made up 15 minutes ago. I just like listen to the argument.
Man.
Fair enough. Quick
The
question.
longest
I'd like to
debate
say
in the entire election.
we did without discussing it solidify Gale of Darkness in third, right?
Yeah, no, it's not going
I
anywhere.
was wondering about that.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Honestly, I say everything else should stay where it's at. To be honest.
What's the final judgment?
Yeah.
You ready for
I
this?
mean, this is Zen's list.
And again, yeah, it is Zen's
It's up to
list. So like,
Zen's
Ta-da.
list. Final
So-
judgment.
Yeah, the deciding
Buddy
factor
World
is
goes to one.
ultimately Zen. Will I be sad that it got pushed down to
Listen.
number 2? Fuck yes. But it's not my list.
I will say, out of every Legend of Zelda game, Twilight Princess has my heart, even if I haven't played it.
You should play it.
However, yes, I should.
You should play it.
Amount, like the it is paramount that people that have played Mario Kart Double Dash is like it's always in there. There's no like you can't get around with it. There's no like fucking what's the word for it? It's not like conversed about how good it is.
yeah.
There's no argument.
There's no argument for it. Yeah. But if we're being completely vibes based, it's right here.
You know?
Right? But
Oh my god.
I know where my heart is. And I know where
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Again, this is your list. I know where my heart is. I know
You know?
but this is your
And-
list ultimately.
The
No,
tier
it's you
list
and me
is
against the
up
world.
for everybody else to do as well.
Listen, I'm here with Amber sitting trying to die on this hill, just like,
So
nah,
if-
Twilight Princess is best. But like,
so if-
again, it's ultimately your list.
Anybody
Yep.
here wants to do this tier list, it is open for it. It is open for you. I'll put it in the announcements.
That might be what I
I'll
do
be
now.
honest. I think pure vibes. You put RE4, RE2, number 1 and 2.
If we're going off of pure
That's
vibes,
your vibes,
Pure,
not mine.
Pure
I just
vibes.
want to pure vibes. We
Leon
put in
Kennedy
the Incredibles movie tie-in video game.
wait,
for
okay.
We put in
Hang on.
Incredibles,
Hang on.
Butt Ugly Martians, Freak
Hang on.
Style, 1, 2,
Hang
3.
Hang on, Zen. Very quick question.
What's up?
Can you make a category that is just pure vibes?
I feel
I'd have to
that's
duplicate
the whole
some.
list off. Yeah.
I'd have to duplicate some.
I'm sorry.
If
yeah.
Like, no, just pure vibes off of the games that are not on the top 10. How about that?
Okay.
Kind of like
What
an
do you-
honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable
Kinda like
mention. There we go.
download
Harvest
tier list.
Moon Magical Melody.
Yeah, number 1.
Hell no.
Number 2, Cars, the Disney Pixar.
if we're
tie-in
doing pure vibes off the ones that aren't numbered.
Yeah, pure vibe.
Mm,
I see.
this goes down here.
Honestly,
That
Hit and
one.
Run.
Yeah, Hidden Room goes like here. Crash will go here. Power Tennis goes here.
I think
Prime
that
goes
Soul
here.
Calibur up.
Soul Calibur 2 goes here. Star Wars goes like up here-ish. I'd probably like right there. Star Fox
Animal
is all goes
Crossing
here.
is like the vibe game.
It's not my vibe game.
Yeah.
Baseball goes here. FIFA Street goes like here. And that's A.
So that's your
I
top
think-
10.
I think
Honorable
Prince of
vibes.
Persia goes up.
Yes.
I think Prince of Persia goes up. Off vibes.
Honestly, anything
What else
in
you
A
gonna know?
tier is like ubiquitous to me. Like they're all like the same
Yeah.
in my mind.
Honestly, yeah. They're all such good games that I want to spend more time playing most of them. Some of them
Yeah.
I've never heard of before. So there's that, but like most of them, like they seem interesting enough to play.
Yeah. Woosah.
Wusa.
That's it. That was your tier list.
So cartoons next, right?
I don't, because here's the problem. It's the next one's either cartoons or the Xbox 360.
Cartoons, please.
And
Yeah.
I know more
I
about cartoons.
I know a lot more about
I am gonna feel like death regardless.
Then I'm gonna be so
I cannot be
real.
in VC. I will be throwing bows.
I'll be in VC because I'll be throwing bones too.
Then-
I actually fight to the death over cartoons, and I feel like I can make
we will
an
fight to the death.
awesome argument for every single one of my top
Every
10s.
single
I know
cartoon
it.
is gonna be on there.
I'm going to be so real. If we do cartoons, there is a solid chance I straight up make a video essay.
TD is like, I'm starting my YouTube career.
My YouTube
My
baby.
YouTube career over this.
No,
shit.
just make a PowerPoint.
Over
Just make a
cartoon.
PowerPoint. It's a lot
I did
easier.
that already. I know I did that already. I can't reuse it. I did that for Soul Eater Battle Resident.
And then you put it in
Wait,
like
for
C tier.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wanted to. I put it in C tier. It's an okay
You
game.
mean Camp Laszlo ain't gas?
Yeah, Laszlo.
Okay, wait. Hang on.
About it.
Hang on. Wait, are we doing cartoons or anime?
I think we do
cartoons.
cartoons
I
and
think
anime.
it's
Because
Anime
anime, we'd
is
be. I was about to say
anime.
anime, we'd be here all day.
Anime
I'm
is
so
our
down for
product
that.
category.
We'd be here all day. With it.
I'd like to be very real. Because when you said Xbox 360 tier list, in the at that moment I started working on one. I have a tier list of 10 and a backup list of another 10.
Damn.
and watch them all not be duplicates.
Because, like,
Please.
the Xbox 360 is so fast that I would have to bump it out to like 15, 20.
Yeah.
My list will be very
And
short.
we had like 6, 7 people put in for the Nintendo GameCube, and we had 82 games.
I think what you might have to,
That's after duplicates.
I think what you might have
PS2,
to
we
do-
were still doing this for like another hour and a half.
Yeah, honestly, you went through this a
Yes!
lot faster than the PS games, I think.
there were more people doing the PS2.
Because listen, PlayStation, I started out on hard mode because a bunch of
Yeah, you did.
Like, the PlayStation 2 is like it's the console.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like, you planned it on as you go. Like, we didn't know.
Oh, Swag, you missed
we didn't know
everything.
what to add on, what to put on. Like, what was we looking for?
Because as much as we were arguing about top 2 this time, we made similar arguments.
Literally,
of similar
we
length
couldn't
the
get
entire
to like
time
number
last time.
8 for another 45 minutes if we're doing
I will say
PS2 right
also
now.
I will say also for that one, you had it separated out in tens. So like there was like a much clearer delineation to argue for like all of these.
I feel like because people didn't play the GameCube as much, like you could delineate that one as more vibes than anything.
Yeah.
I think what you might have to do, and it hurts me to say it as I look at my list, is you might have to cut down from 10 to like 5, just so the stream isn't 8 hours.
Are we talking about for cartoons? Because I'm gonna be real here.
Xbox 360.
Okay. Because if I was about to say, if we're doing cartoons, it's gonna just straight up be a bloodbath.
You know,
It will. It will.
Yes, it will be.
Good luck.
Okay,
not
let me
getting
tell you
repeats on that
something.
one.
I have nothing against Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
even. You know what? Never mind. I'll say it for
Ooh,
Tuesday.
yeah, don't even start. Don't even
I'm just gonna
start.
say this.
Don't even start.
I'm just
It's like,
I'm just gonna
however,
say this.
Another war.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm calling dibs on stream. I'm gonna be that bitch. But Eddie,
Girls, dibs.
mine.
Girls, dibs, dibs,
you
dibs.
got it. I put my hands up.
Dibs.
You got it.
Eddie, dibs.
I
All
will
right,
say.
so I'm not trying to hear nobody claim butt ugly Martians. That's just all lies.
It's not you. Don't you dare.
You got that.
Yeah,
You
listen,
got
I'm
that.
calling dibs on Tack and the power of Juju.
Hey, bro. I'm calling dibs on Jimmy Neutron then. Fuck y'all.
Not Jimmy.
I'm calling dibs on Adventure Time.
The Xbox 360 game, the Game Boy Advance game, I'm calling Tack and the power of Juju for all.
Mr. Meaty Glazers better hop off because I'm picking first.
Mr. Meaty Glazers, get the
I'm
fuck away from me. I got a piss.
Very, very quickly, I would like to say one thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call dibs on every single DC cartoon, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna
Damn.
do.
Amy, it's so crazy you did not have to fight
Damn.
for those.
That's so huge, though.
Ooh.
I'm be
thing is-
honest.
Oh, someone says who's bold enough to get Totally Spies.
That one's gonna have to be.
Wait,
That one's gonna have to be a free
Whoever
space.
said Totally Spies?
That one's
No,
a,
you're go
that
for
one's
that.
a
You're go
pseudo
for
pick
that.
for sure.
First,
Y'all
no, Amber.
Y'all motherfuckers arguing about what cartoons y'all
Listen.
got dibs on. I'm working on my list right now.
Listen.
Angelo said I'm pre-drafted.
I'm working on my shit right
No.
now.
Damn it, I already called dibs on Eddie. I can't call dibs on Totally Spies. It's on my list, though. It's on my
There's
list.
no rules.
There's no rules.
There's no real. Okay, if nobody
So
plays
long as
Totally
there's-
Spies, as
so
long as nobody
long
plays.
as there's no duplicates, you should
Oh,
be
it's
fine.
it's gonna be duplicate hell, unfortunately.
Yeah,
you're gonna
it's
have
first come, first serve.
I need you guys to understand. I'm going to make a list of 50.
You know what, TD? You better be the first one there.
On me, you
You
better be the first.
Literally, you get 10. We're not doing this.
I'm
All
going
the
to
way
make a list.
back into
Listen.
boomerang, man.
Listen.
I'm going to make a list of 50, and I'll have 45 backups.
Oh my god, listen. Okay, so like we already know for the cartoon one specifically, it's gonna be Battle Royale Bloodbath Hell. We have to have some form of rules. We cannot go on chaos rules alone.
Yeah, I feel like this needs way more regulations than the video games one do.
Yeah, no, the video
we'll
games,
get
it's
there
a
when
lot
we get
easier.
Yeah.
Like what restrictions are we talking about?
Also, hang on, DC, you can't, because like I love Batman Beyond. You can't do that to me.
Oh, that was number 2 on my list.
You better write quick.
Motherfucker, I already got Teen Titans on my list.
Dibs on Total Drama Island. You don't need.
I already wrote that on my list, boy. You
No one was gonna fight you for that.
Yeah, no, you can have Total Drama Island.
I'll hold that. I'll hold that one.
You wanna hold? You wanna fight for Total Drama Island? Be my guest.
Sure.
Can't wait to see someone to fight for Craig and Sanjay and Craig.
Sanjay and Craig.
Now don't disrespect me.
Also, I'm gonna call another dibs. So I have 3 dibs.
Where are my Mike Liu and Og shooters?
Shaolin Showdown.
Call another dibs.
No,
I'm gonna call dibs on Shaolin Showdown. You gotta fight me.
Real quick,
You said it's a battle royale. You gotta pick the. We all gotta pick one.
I talked to you over here in the corner. How long has it been since you saw Shaolin Showdown? Because
Recently. Recently.
Because I was about to say that show has some bits in it that I'm not sure have aged the best.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, very, very true.
I'm gonna call dibs on Code Lyoko. Fuck you.
God damn you!
Not Kobe,
God
also.
damn you!
I feel like a good rule is 1 dibs and
You only
then
get 1
first
dibs, yeah.
sub, first sub.
But also,
Okay,
I was
okay.
thinking about it.
Okay.
I also think that there's some you shouldn't be able to call dibs on. Like, you shouldn't be able to call dibs on SpongeBob. You shouldn't be able to call dibs on Adventure Time because you know everybody's gonna want it.
True.
You should also
I think-
not fully call dibs
feel
on
like-
like the entirety of DC. You can't. There's way too much DC.
Okay,
Yeah, you
fine.
can't
I
dibs
call
a
dibs on
series.
Batman Beyond.
God, you're.
You know,
I call these a mucho lucha.
Oh,
My
that's a
list
good
is
one too.
My list
I
is
call
already done.
dibs on Flapjack.
Get the fuck away from me. You can have it.
Too.
You can have it. It's not going anywhere near top 50.
Why? You don't like that weird sailor aesthetic
Fuck
that's like
no.
kind of freaky?
Yeah.
I don't even like the water.
That means he's gonna have to defend Flapjack later.
I am not. Honestly, I might just be in chat for that one.
I'm surprised you're not going for chowder.
No, got that.
I feel like if we were going to do a cartoons tier list, I would have to call out that I'm going to post the channel an hour in advance.
Oh god, yeah.
Yes.
I would have to
Yeah.
add everyone in announcements and be like, I'm gonna post this channel in 1 hour. And then whenever it posts, all hell breaks loose.
Oh god, yeah. No,
I can
it's-
see it now.
It's
I
gonna
already
be
got
battle
my, I
royale.
already got my
I
list
know.
ready. My list is
I
done.
got my notepad open with
Today.
the name of the cartoon I want right now.
I know,
Okay.
I know for a fact what's going to happen is you're gonna post it. I'm gonna be in fucking like a lab or some shit for 4 hours.
Mm.
Everything I want is gonna be taken. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, let me get-
We have to expand it. Like it has to be
Let me go
Disney
ahead and
shows,
get,
Cartoon Network shows,
Young
like, just any
Justice.
cartoons in advance.
Yeah, let me get Batman Beyond.
Justice.
Hang on. Okay, Zed, we're gonna
I'm gonna
have
post
to
it on a
probably...
school day and a work day just to fuck with
There's
people.
no
too.
way.
Posted
Zed,
at 4 a.m. on
Post-
Sunday.
Zed,
4 a.m.
I'm gonna have to
Post at
say,
4 a.m. on Sunday. I'll wait for it.
Zed, I'm gonna have to say, you're gonna have to like actually like put some fucking rules on this one. Just
Oh no,
because.
I heard it.
Because like,
Rule number 1: no duplicates, please.
Yeah, rule number
That's
1
gonna be
is
hard
no
already.
duplicates.
so that's gonna be hard already. But like,
I do think one way might be able to like help keep everything a little bit more organized, make a spreadsheet, and then just like put the show, who put it, and then just have that as a list going down. So then
Shall I
whenever
make-
you try
I'll
to
make a
enter
spreadsheet
new
right now.
stuff, then it'll just be like, oh wait, someone already had this, and then you can talk to whoever is putting the new thing in, and just like, hey, someone already
Just shadow drop it. Yeah, like no announcement, no nothing. There's people
There's
find
gonna
out a
be-
month and a half later that there is a fucking new channel added.
there's gonna be like arguing. There's gonna be arguing.
As somebody that forgets all the time to check announcements, that's how the GameCube top tier list showed up for me. Is when they had
God,
just
I was like,
opened
I
up
didn't even know we doing
Discord
that.
and people were listing shit.
I'm be honest,
I wonder what they
just
got going
happened-
on.
I just happened to look. I think my announcement. I think I have announcements muted. To be honest, I just happened to look.
I'm gonna be
I-
real with.
I-
I'm gonna be
I
real
saw
with
it
you.
pop up as suggested channel.
I didn't really play a lot of GameCube. That's why I wasn't involved. So the fact that I had to shake the cage to defend some of the stuff.
That'd be up, no.
It's all Sugo's fault.
It's all Sugo!
You blame Sugo.
But like an actual suggestion, I think we should do like no more than 5.
Yeah, it's
cartoon
for the cartoons.
Yeah, for the cartoons specifically, because it's
yeah.
And honestly, I feel like 5 is actually kind of
So
stretching
sorry.
because I feel like everyone's gonna participate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everyone
because like,
wants to start.
well, yeah, because like everybody growing up watched some form of cartoons.
Yeah. So I honestly feel like 3 is the most fair number.
Cyber chase.
With like one nibs, so like you get your lock in and then like 2 others, so you don't have to 1 agonize over a huge ass fucking list of 10 and 2 wonder if anybody else already picked what's gonna be on your 10.
Where am I?
And honestly, if we narrow it down to 5, the chances of duplicates might be a lot less.
Drops so far.
Like we just cut Drift in
I will
half. We
say-
just cut Drift in half because how
I
many
will say-
duplicates did you get again?
And wait a minute. Now that we dropped it down to 5, that puts y'all in agony. I'm so with that.
I will
Is
say,
Power Rangers a cartoon?
No, it's a live action.
Oh, yeah, it's
live
live
action.
action.
I will say, dropping it down to 5, you're going to have a lot more people who like, oh, I wanted this thing, and I'm not going to get it, but they're going to have more options off their list of stuff. That
I'm okay with that.
I will say, I would be
Yeah.
ahead. I would be a heavy mod looking at those duplicates if we do. top
Ooh,
5.
yeah.
I
Does
would actually
Pokemon
do
count?
that.
Pokemon counts by region.
Oh, Pokemon
wouldn't,
is an
but-
anime.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's an anime.
I was about to say, if
That's
it
like-
counts, it counts by region.
I'd like
You can't do all
I'd
of
like-
Pokemon if we were.
yeah.
I would like to say Sonic X also an anime.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can't do that.
Mm.
Sonic
However,
X, you
if you
got
want to do
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sonic Underground,
Sonic Underground, one of the best Sonic shows in the
I'd say, like,
out of every single one.
I would say
Wait.
the
Like-
only exception being that if the show was made in Western audience, it has to be within the with the West. So if like Sonic X doesn't work, but if Sonic Underground, since it was made in the West, it counts as a cartoon.
What's another one?
I
Beyblade?
honestly-
Does Beyblade count?
personally,
Beyblade does
No,
not
that's
count.
an anime. That's an
I've
anime.
never seen
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
I think
Beyblade- Beyblade's one of my favorite sports animes, actually.
I think if there's reasonable like wiggle room to be like Sonic X, yeah, it's an anime, but like within reason, you could say it's a cartoon because you know what I mean. Like it's on cartoon channels, and like you don't have to know what anime is to know what Sonic X is.
I
know what I mean?
think
kind of
Sonic
think
got
we
it.
should be kind of feel like we should be more strict on the cartoon thing only because there's so many options.
That's
And then
fair.
if we start doing like pseudo anime things, like
I was about to
then
say,
it doesn't just open it up to like Beyblade and Pokemon. Then it's like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh and
yeah, because like,
You know what?
Yeah.
You're right. I agree.
and
Yeah, like, there's
Bakugan
Digimon
and
as well.
Monsuno.
Digimon, Pokemon,
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
Digimon
think
gets
about
up.
that,
We gonna have to block off anime because the Digimon gets
Yeah.
unlocked. It's hell.
so is
Yeah.
would it be considered anime if it has like the anime style? Because Totally Spies was technically a Western
Totally
one, but it
Spies is
has
French.
the anime.
So you're
It's
fine.
French?
French.
Yeah, it's
French.
French.
It's
Yeah.
French. It's the
But
same.
that-
It still has that cartoon
Same
style
country as
to it.
Code Lyoko. You're fine.
Because
Okay.
that's another thing
Cool.
too. Like there are a lot of like French companies that do make anime style type things.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Like-
does that anime style still counts? Because it's technically not an anime, but it's a cartoon.
I would say like,
'Cause,
it's
like-
not, like within the East, like Asia, like Japan, China, like they have shows that are like considered anime, and for us it's like we have Western shows, so it's a little bit different.
Okay. Yeah, because I just wanted to make sure, because like I know some styles are just like that's anime, but it's not anime.
Yeah, because
I
like
mean,
Teen Titans is anime styled, but it's like an American.
It's not
Yeah.
anime.
yeah.
gaming,
So like,
gaming. I say Kirby right back at you. It's a pseudo cartoon because it was like made in Japan, but they were like dubbed within Fox
Yeah.
or so I would
Yeah.
think it counts
and that's the
as
thing. You start to bog down the argument to be like, well, what counts as anime? And like, so
I
long
think-
as there's a consensus that it's anime, it should count
I
as
think-
anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that should be the general consent. I think as like a quick and fast rule is like if something was originally in like Japanese or another Eastern language and was then dubbed into English and put as like put on like Eastern cartoon channel on Western cartoon channels, it's probably an anime.
Mm.
But you still like as a like vague general rule, not as like a strict rule.
Is Ben 10 American or
Ben
French?
10's
Ben 10's American, but you're gonna have to
okay.
fight me tooth and fucking nail to get past top 50.
Okay, the question is,
I hate
we
that
separate out-
motherfucker.
do we separate Alien Force and Ultimate
Yes.
Alien?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good
yeah.
point. We
Oh, yeah,
separate
don't
the
say
shows
Ben 10 as
themselves.
a
So
fucking
I
whole,
think
'cause that
I think
motherfucker
a
got some
good
stinkers.
rule. I think a good rule too is like if it has a subtitle,
spin-off.
then it counts as a separate entry.
Like if it
Yeah.
is like a
Okay.
sequel
So it's
series,
Like Teen
But,
Titans
like-
and Teen Titans Go count as two separate things.
They're
Yes.
completely different.
Yeah.
But here's my thing though. Steven Universe and Steven Universe Future. That's a time skip.
Two
There's
different
But
things.
it's still-
two different
Two
things.
different
Two
things.
Yeah, it's
Like a new
still
series.
Yeah,
two.
it's different.
still
Like
two
if
different
it's
shows.
if it's different enough to have a subtitle, it's different enough to be its own.
Yep.
I would argue.
They
I
made
would
an
argue
epilogue
Steven
into
Universe
a
Future
sequel.
is the same thing. Because like I wouldn't separate Naruto Shippuden from Naruto, right?
I would.
That said,
The Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai are two different things.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Kai
Naruto
is completely.
Naruto is a different situation from Dragon Ball, though. Either way, I think that the Steven Universe Future example, like so much of this is going to be common sense, you know?
like
Well,
same
you
could be
know
said
with
with
your
Ben 10 and
common
Alien
sense,
Force.
the Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go are two different shows, right?
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
why I said like a good rule of thumb is like if it has a subtitle, that's pretty much like a separate entry. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would say like if the time skips leads to like to new series, then it counts as like a cartoon because again we got like classic Ben 10, and then Ben 10 Alien 4, which is a time skip, but then led to a new series itself. Like it's not connected to like it's connected in timeline, but it's a new series that the showrunners decided to go.
Yeah. So
Yeah, which is
I'm only
part of the
missing
reason
one
why
off my
I
top
did
five.
I did ask partially. for the
D'Angelo would have
clarification of
finished.
the
Oh,
D'Angelo
D'Angelo had like 25 already. I'm not worried about
yeah,
I'm on 30.
that. You see?
I'm just
I'm on
I'm
30.
just asking where my word girl shooters at?
Right here, right here, right here. That'd be a word
girl.
That'd be a word girl. Hell yeah. That's a deep cut right there.
I think I found my
What about
fifth.
cyberspace?
I'm not even
That'd be
on
a-
this, to be honest.
I only am doing it just because I thought about it.
Fair
You
enough.
literally get like 5 choices, Teeny, and you're gonna waste one of them on Word Girl.
Again, we have to rank.
Hey.
We're gonna be ranking them soon, so I think it's best that he starts defending Word Girl.
All I'm
No,
saying
get your
is
argument
all-
ready if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
Yeah.
Word Girl solos most superheroes. I promise.
Word Girl solos
Homelander.
Goku.
Word Girl no diffs Homelander, right?
Ooh.
And people are like, oh my gosh, Homelander's so strong
Actually,
because he's evil and can kill people.
Oh,
All the heroes can kill people. They're just good at not doing it because they're not like little babies that need people's attention. And I'm just saying, Word Girl.
So
Tap me in. Now tap me in on this.
So
Tap me in
actually,
on
I
this,
have a clarifying question. So should we put adult cartoons in this as well? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
You like
Anyway,
I think so.
All right.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay, so we start-
Tag me in on this, boy. Tag me in on
Oh
this.
my
Because
God.
here's the thing, like we've
Depends.
already heard like, sorry,
Yeah,
No,
you were gonna say something,
I-
Amber?
You were saying something.
I was like, if we've already heard like Word Girl versus like Teen Titans versus like Batman, like those are or like Total Drama Island, those are already such wildly different
Yeah.
age groups
Hmm.
that like it doesn't make sense. And I feel like you could with that group like argue having the Simpsons, and then if you like include the Simpsons, you have to include like Family Guy or South Park and shit. It just doesn't make sense to cut it off based on age.
Yeah. I just asked
Yeah.
just to
Get a
like
consensus.
emphasize that they exist as something
Yeah.
that you can put on there.
I
Yeah.
I was under the impression that we were going for all forms of cartoons,
Yeah.
like regardless of like what age demographic kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
like
was just-
I
I
know
was
for a
just
damn
trying to
fact,
clarify.
Ed, Ed and Eddie was definitely like more for like kids.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just
might
to
drop
kind of
this
like
shit on
put it out there
Juneteenth.
and to clarify for people that like that those
You said
are options as
Juneteenth?
well.
I might drop
Yeah.
this shit on Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Then
Bet.
Hell no.
Bet.
Wait, You said next week?
No,
Next
I'm
week?
not actually being for real.
Okay. I was like,
I'm so excited.
He said, "Better get your list ready."
I'm so
And if I dropped it so early, that doesn't mean it's gonna be next week. I'm gonna have hundreds of fucking cartoons to get assets for. Out your fucking mind.
yeah.
Then I will personally help you out with that.
I'll help you out with that, making that list too.
Yeah, I think
You
like,
could have
you're gonna
people
need a
submit
lot of
assets
help.
with their. You could
I
have
think
people submit assets with their.
I think before
list.
like you start the list, before you make the channel open, make sure you add the rules first, because like once people start going in, they're gonna ask like, oh, do we add this? Do we add that?
Is this okay? Is this okay? And it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Read the rules.
Honestly, I feel like off stream we just like set up the actual hard rules and then
Yeah.
go from
And then
there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm up to 35 shows.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it.
I have 2.
Are you just listing cartoons that you've seen
Jesus
before?
Christ.
No, this is straight off the dome.
Are you okay? If you're listing it off the
Are we
dump, are
separating
you
Scooby-Doo's
actually
from
going to be
individual
able
series?
to defend it? Because like we
Absolutely.
had the list of like people just like, I just looked up a thing. I don't know what it's about, but it's a thing.
Absolutely. I will fight
Honestly,
for all 35 of these shows.
That should be a rule.
You have.
You gotta add
Don't put it
whatever
on
you
there.
add, you gotta fight for.
yeah,
Yeah,
don't
you
put
have
it
to
on
be
there.
ready to fight for it, or
I
don't
will
put it on there.
Something you could do is you could have, if people know they might not be here, like they could pre-submit like their argument, just like a general blurb about the show,
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty fair.
just like a paragraph at most, like less than 200 words.
Yeah, 'cause I'm not
Nothing
reading
like
all that. I'm
in-depth.
not a fucking teacher.
Yeah.
It's not 4th grade. Gonna be fucked up. If you give me a 5-page paper about Totally Spies, I'm gonna put it in the F tier. I promise.
I ain't
What
reading
a-
that shit.
And that's crazy
PowerPoint.
because it enjoys Totally Spies.
Exactly.
I fucking love Totally Spies.
But if I see 5 pages of text, it's not going past F.
5 pages defending Flapjack.
Oh,
Got
this
300
Oh, God,
characters.
no.
I print
What
that shit
if-
just to burn it.
300 characters is fair.
No, because. Never
What
mind.
if-
We'll get there on Cartoon Day. Never mind.
What if? What if
No.
PowerPoint or spreadsheet or pie graphs? Is that still
How
gonna
are
be
you
below
gonna
F?
tie graph
You can
your
get
favorite cartoon?
one. Count them one.
One
PowerPoint.
visual aid.
One.
You get one PowerPoint.
Wait, are you for real?
No more than 8 slides.
Let me check.
We're going fucking
Let me-
TA rules.
Let me check how many slides mine.
You get a hard limit on slides.
TA already has to delete slides.
no. I'm checking the Soul Eater one.
24-point font.
That's
We're not
it.
doing that onesie twosie shit.
I'm saying the one I made for Soul Eater Battle Resonance for the PS2.
Oh god.
I'm checking that one. It was 7 slides total.
Okay, no, you're good then. You can get
Yeah.
under 8 then.
I
Yeah,
want to
no, one
thank
of-
you all for
I
coming
used
to
it
my
in-
My Gym Partners a Monkey seminar.
I'll see you next week, Thursday, for the Chowder TED Talk. Thank you.
You guys remember one of my entire slides was just a black woman from Soul Eater. That's
Yeah.
you know, I
And it was very useful.
Convincing
Yeah,
argument.
convincing
It's a
argument.
valid point. Yeah, valid point.
If I
I
told,
know,
if I
that's
told you
why-
I wasn't gonna play, if I wasn't gonna play that game, you said, but what if it had this? I would have been like, I'm listening.
You know,
I'll
That
put that in my
changes things.
BCSS text.
Yep.
Listen, I've been writing down the rules this whole time.
Good idea.
It
Be
says right here,
proactive,
one
proactive.
PowerPoint. One
So
PowerPoint
proactive.
slide. 8 slide maximum. 24-point font.
like I said,
That's what we
like
call
clarifying.
proactiveness.
clarifying.
can't-
No movies, right? No movies.
No moves.
cartoon movies.
No,
No.
yeah.
No
Yeah,
movies.
I'm also gonna go ahead and say no mini series too.
That. Well,
Wait, what counts as a mini series? Like 4 episodes, 12 episodes? What are we looking at?
Like something that's a few episodes and then it's meant to be over. Like Over the Garden Wall is a mini series.
right, I'm good.
But I feel like Over the Garden Wall
What if-
should count though.
I feel like
yeah,
Over the
so-
Garden Wall
I
should
feel like,
count.
I feel like the episode length and like everything about it that shouldn't be like a
I feel
barrier
like-
to
How about the
entry.
rule
I
being
feel-
that?
Yeah, I feel like.
Okay, how about this? One of the rules being that it has to be on it was either aired on cable television. So let's say Over the Garden
True,
Wall,
gaming
it was
weirdo.
miniseries,
Yeah.
but it was aired on cable television.
I don't know, because then you cross out like Word Girl and Cyber Chase and Arthur. and
Oh,
stuff.
Sugo Ruby counts.
I mean,
Like
oh,
Ruby.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, it does because
Man,
Ruby
Yeah.
counts.
it does.
Ruby
It
counts.
does
Animated.
count.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Does
it does, but I don't like it.
No, Ruby counts. It was made.
I mean,
It was
even
made
though it
here.
was-
It was
In
made
the
by
US.
in
Rooster
anime
DT.
style.
even
Yeah,
though
Rooster
is
D.
technically
Teeth.
anime, It was Rooster Teeth that developed it, and it's in the West, so it counts as a cartoon.
It's not in my
Alright,
top five.
guys.
It's I might amend it in.
I feel like we
but-
need to continue with the rules that off stream just to make sure.
My dibs, Genlock.
No, that is F. That is F.
That's my shit.
You know what?
Really
I-
quickly. I don't know where the door is in your room. If you could turn and look through it and then walk through it.
Do the rest of the Rubies
You know
count?
what?
Go ahead and
No.
head out for me,
I,
gang.
I revise my dibs from Ed and Eddie. So Ed and Eddie's free game, but I'm gonna reserve the rights for Samurai Jack.
Wait, if Ruby counts, so does
Yeah,
Red
that-
versus Blue? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I will say.
I hope nobody puts it up there. But yeah, it counts.
You have to fight for that. Like
gotta
Gaming
fight for
Weirdo, you can pick Ruby Ice Queen if you want.
But it's
But-
an anime.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
fight
an
for it.
anime
No.
because it's made from
Ice Queen. Ice
Japan.
Queen
you're
is
so
an
right.
anime, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ice
If
Queen
it's
and
not-
Miz is an anime.
yeah, like it's a great anime, but
Great,
it is
so
made
the only
in
one you can
Japan.
pick is
A
Ruby
great
Chibi,
anime.
No, Ruby Chibi counts as a cartoon. I mean, it's
Yeah.
always a
Yeah, that's what I'm
miniseries.
saying.
Yeah,
Well,
if
yeah,
it's
they were
made,
talking about Ruby spin-off specifically.
Yeah,
I think that's
like,
the
if-
only. Yeah.
if you were able to watch it on the Rooster Teeth website itself because it is like from the Western, then yes, it counts. But Ice Queen unfortunately is technically an anime because it was made in Japan.
Want to know the funny part about this is? Rooster Teeth Animated Adventures also counts.
Oh no.
Yep,
why
it
would I
does because
get
it's
that,
made on it was made on Rooster Teeth.
Wait, which
Man.
one?
Well, actually, wait, no, because that's a
Rooster
web
Teeth
series.
I will
That's
say,
a web series.
I will say, someone trying to
It
argue
was made here.
for RKAA has a Sisyphean task getting it
Yeah, that's the best part.
because of the people that are in those videos.
Yeah, that's the best part.
That's so true.
Because if you
Bro,
put that
suck
on
it
your
up to-
list, then we've all
if
gotta
you're-
look at you.
If you're putting Ruby on, you're gonna have to talk about the colossal amount of child predators in that show.
You signed up to be the devil's lawyer with that one. Literally.
Yeah.
I just
It's
felt
got
about
some-
Because I will bring
three
it up.
people just erase it off their list. Held that backspace
It's,
button.
it definitely has a lot of controversy in there. So if you're gonna pick it, just know you're gonna have to get through a fortress.
You're gonna need
Oh, yeah.
more
I
than
will say-
one lawyer to defend the case.
You might need legal.
Listen, if you could defend
might need
it,
to know
dude,
more.
props to you. But
If you can get legal in here, that'll bump you up a letter grade. I'm not gonna lie.
Get
Oh my god, I love how like one saying that
A legal eagle collab on just a random fucking day on a cartoon tier list.
Great.
The fuck? Hey,
Insane
never say
one.
never.
Never say never.
If you want to try, I'm with it. I'm going in with an open mind.
Nah,
But
problem.
good God.
it's you're gonna go
Oh,
in with an
no.
open mind and leave with a blood-covered battle axe. I'm gonna tell you
Oh.
that.
Sugo, that's so crazy because if
Quante.
I thought about it earlier, I would have put Ruby on here
Okay.
and
It's-
fought for it.
it's-
I will say you with Ruby you also have the awful task of so much of the show was just like, man, I don't understand really how to make the show good. Monty put a cool fight scene in here, and then he died, and they could not cope with that. And they
Yeah.
were like, well, we have to try to make a show out of this now.
I'm also gonna point out, whoever did the Genlock one, you're probably gonna have to fight with that one as well because there are some
no.
controversy.
Oh no!
Hang on.
They're not gonna only have to fight on it. They're gonna have to hold the rope on it. Just
Hang on now.
So it doesn't fall down and crash as they try
I'm
to
gonna
explain
give you
themselves.
I can give you a preview of my Genlock argument.
Okay.
Genlock killed Rooster Teeth complimentary.
Exactly. Amber knows. Amber knows.
That's a bar.
She's aware.
Amber knows ball.
That's a bar.
Like, if you're gonna defend Ruby or Genlock, that's like going in the needle, finding a needle in a haystack. Except the needle's not there. It's like really on the top.
That's a bar.
Ruby is Rooster Teeth's best property. Woke is Genlock is the best because it fucking killed them.
I'd like. Hey, it didn't kill them long enough. They're coming back.
They just gotta make it again.
Wait,
They'll
I
find
thought-
a way.
hang on. Are they actually continuing Genlock? Because I know that was on hiatus.
No,
no.
Rooster Teeth.
Rooster Teeth is
He's
coming
just
back.
trying to
Oh
come
yeah, no,
back.
because Bernie bought it back.
Yeah.
They don't have the rights for Ruby yet, though. I think
The
Viz
problem-
Magazine still has it.
Yeah, Biz.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make new IP, which is why Bernie Burns has already introduced in Glock.
What? What?
Welcome to Land.
Ooh, Lord.
Ooh, not great. Not great.
No.
I have revised my list. I'm now down to 30.
So you lost a whopping 5 cartoons.
Yep.
Yeah, just keep in mind, the cartoons you're going to have to fight for, if they do have controversy, you're gonna have to defend that.
You're gonna have to defend that controversy.
Oh, trust me, I got my top 5, and I got my next 5, then my next 5, then my next 5.
Does
You're
the
gonna
Addams
need
Family
those.
count? Is the Addams Family animated in the
They
West?
I
haven't.
think so.
They have an
Yeah.
animated.
It's from like
Yeah.
the 70s, but it exists.
Yeah.
Which show?
The Addams Family.
Addams Family? I think it has an animated series.
It was made in the West. I ain't got a problem.
I mean, if you want to add fucking Yogi Bear or the Flintstones or whatever, more power to you.
Yeah, whatever.
Hold
you
on,
want.
I gotta
Or
amend my list.
Beetlejuice.
I gotta amend my list.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice had
I'm
one.
gonna throw out some old ones because, like, I know I'm
There's
in
also, like,
hag.
Robot Jones.
I'm a hag here, so I'm a fess up to that. I'm a hag here. Angry Beavers, Ren and Stimpy.
Ah.
Damn me up.
Oh,
Damn me up.
that's a hard one. That's gonna be hard to defend. For
I know it's
I
gonna be a
was
hard
not
one to
allowed to
defend,
watch Ren and Stimpy.
but it is in there. Rocco's Martin Life.
True.
I'm Doug.
Yep.
Doug.
I'm
Ew.
putting Steamboat
Hey,
Willie on my
Arnold.
list.
Hey
Oh my
Arnold.
god. No, that reminded me. The show, the only. I can't say that. I was about to say the only good cop show, Fillmore, about Cornelius Fillmore, the high school safety officer, the middle school safety officer, starring bald black child Cornelius Fillmore.
ACAB includes Fillmore.
ACAB does include
And that
Fillmore.
dry ass chicken.
I'm also throw this one out for any of
chicken
those
is dry.
for anybody who likes
Real dry.
the Hero franchise. Probably forgot about this one. Static Shock.
I did that
Cooking.
that was the first thing I put down.
Okay.
And that's why I'm like, everyone could have 10, but I feel like with the mental anguish we
I
have
have
to go
38.
through to fill 10 every single time is
I
gonna
think
No,
it's better
too
that we
much.
stick with the top 5 of
Yeah,
our own
here's-
choices.
Here's the thing. Actually, not a lot of people have the mental anguish of trying to fill up top 10. Hell, if you gave them like a top 50, at least 25 will be entered in, without a doubt. The problem is, there's gonna be way too many duplicates. So narrowing it down to top
Yeah.
5
We
is
got a
probably
top
the
10.
most sane
We had a top
outcome.
10 today, and Drift had 5 duplicates out of 10.
I feel like that was more just not reading the instructions.
5 out of 10 though?
Instructions unclear, sir. I'm gonna need you to explain to me one more time. Instructions unclear.
We then said, Drift, half of these are duplicates. You know what he didn't do? Change them.
Listen, if Drift wants them, it's duplicates. But if he's gonna stand by, I can't blame him.
I mean, he wasn't
This
here
is
to
so
defend
nice,
any
I
of the
put it
games
down
he was.
twice.
He wasn't even there to fucking defend his own fight.
He wasn't.
How many of them did Drift actually play though?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I'm still
because that'd be a whole
twisted over
nother
Harvest Moon magical melody.
That'd be a whole new reply that was unanswered.
You know.
So that's all I've got for y'all. If you enjoyed, like the stream. If you really enjoyed, you could subscribe for more. As you can tell, we got ideas floating around.
Oh,
God damn.
hey Zed,
Better
Yeah.
start writing up your list.
very quickly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to tell me where you can hook me up with some cool ass fucking glasses and some
You can
sick ass
find
fucking music.
glasses like these on the Zenni Optical website, where the prices start as low as $6.95 for a pair of frames. Not these frames; they are just an example. But if
Don't
you
forget to
need
tell them
good
about the
physical
customization.
media, you can find them at GroovyKaiju.com as well for CDs like these and the music that you've been hearing for 3.5 hours. So both of them are in the description. I appreciate them keeping these lights on for almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, W assist by no. Yeah.
That was a lob attempt.
Oh, we had to bang it home too. Shit.
Indeed.
I wasn't gonna let that float by. But yeah, come back tomorrow as well at 7 p.m. for Tetris 99. For real this time.
Good luck with that,
I
y'all.
promise. Oh, we gonna need it. And then I don't remember what's on Thursday. It's something.
Pokemon from memory.
But we're drawing Pokemon from memory
Oh no.
with our host Kenryu.
Good
And
luck.
me.
That's gonna be great.
It's gonna be wonderful.
I worked this thing.
And then, hey, something that Sugo might have trained for. It's Fire Emblem on a Friday.
Just don't show up at 8 o'clock. Get there
Yeah,
like
because
9.
Sugo will not be there at 8 o'clock. I might. Sugo will not. Sugo, if you make it on time, I'll give you a crisp $5 bill.
Crisp.
Straight from the bank.
You got 3 days.
That's almost a medium fry.
On me.
Medium fry.
That's a
You know,
large
it would have been a
fry,
large fry, but you know, inflation and.
Yeah.
I really want some McDonald's French fries now.
You know.
Now, Chico, get your ass out of nature for one to be on time.
Yeah.
Quit touching grass. That'll be the only time I say.
Damn. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Enjoy your night, cause it ain't gonna be here no more. I promise. I'll see y'all motherfuckers later.
Bye-bye, folks.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.